The $6 meal deal is here. It starts with Dunkin's legendary coffee, a toasty, melty bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich, and a crispy, crumbly order of hash browns. It's kind of the biggest deal in breakfast. The $6 meal deal, available now.
Well, what we do is we bring our apparatus down and we line up outside the fence here. When the team scores a touchdown, we blow the lights and the sirens in celebration of letting them know, hey, good job, we're supporting you, keep going, keep it up, and just let them know that we're here to support them through the game. Up pretty well. Two of our pieces of apparatus have actual train horns on them. Basically, the opposing team knows when they score because they're actually sitting in front of us. We let them know that they scored, we support them highly, and that we're here for them.
The rescue company likes to support all the activities, and it doesn't matter to us whether it's boys or girls sports. In my situation, I have two girls at home, and my youngest daughter played soccer at the high school. She's really disappointed that flag football didn't happen sooner. Supporting girls and women's sports has always been big in my family. The rescue company obviously does both and doesn't matter, as well as the fire company. So football's just been a huge tradition. So this was really cool that this has started, and we wanted to show our support for that. Just like a team on a football field, whether it be flag football or regular football or in the fire service, it's working towards one common goal.
This is the Ravens Rise High School Football Showcase, and we have a special one for you tonight from M&T Bank Stadium. It's the Girls Flag Football High School Championship in the semifinals as well as the finals. It's Urbana and Clarksburg in the first semi, and it is going to be a fantastic matchup. Welcome inside the booth. I'm Booker Corrigan alongside the ferocious Canty Bailey, a great flag grabber in her day. What do you love about the way this sport has exploded in the state of Maryland?
Just the popularity of it, you know, how much it's grown in the past year. Watching these girls out here for the game, they're moving the ball fast. It's quick. It's fun to watch. They look like they're having fun. It just seems like a great sport to play.
And they really do a great job, and the intensity is there. We got coaches with headsets. We got everything you absolutely need for great football, and that's what they do. Let's look quickly at the rules. One of the things you need to know, game time. 40 minutes long, 2 20-minute halves with a running clock.
It goes by so fast. They are able to move the ball quickly, but that 19 minutes flies.
And the shotgun snaps have to be at least 2 yards, and then you'll see those quick flips. We've seen a lot of those this season.
Yeah, they're running the ball quickly, moving it fast. It's fun to watch.
And it's back to your star gazing, and that was grabbing flags. It's huge as far as playing defense. The rules definitely do have a factor in that timing. So important. Let's take a look at the brackets, how we got here. The quarterfinal games this afternoon, Clarksburg beating Smithtown, and they will take on Urbana, who beat Dunbar. And then the winners of the second quarterfinal matchups will happen later in that semifinal, and it is going to be fabulous. Dunkin' Donuts doing a great job by bringing us the brackets today. And now let's get in. Canty, we got some players to watch, some athletes. You talk about Urbana. They got a leader.
Number 19, their quarterback. She's their captain. Audrey just really controlled the game in the semifinals. She was making great passes, looking for her teammates, and having fun, as you can see here. She really just seems to lead her team to victory.
Rolling with her homies. Audrey Newton doing a great job. For Clarksburg, they got a star.
I mean, Destiny Turner was unreal. She played both sides of the field. She had an interception. She had a touchdown. She was just dominating everywhere in the first game. So it'll be fun to watch her.
Quite the athlete, quite the leader, and she is just a sophomore. We'll be back with the opening snap of the girls flag football high school championship semifinal game number 1 right after this.
Hey everybody, welcome to M&T Bank Stadium. We're so happy you're here. This is Baltimore Ravens head coach John Harbaugh. Congratulations all on a historic season. Tonight, history will continue to be written as one team will be crowned the Maryland High School Girls Flag Football Champion. You've all played a part in this story, and we hope that your quest to the ultimate goal is achieved through teamwork, hard work, and love for the game.
Hi, this is Diana Flores, quarterback and captain of Team Mexico National Flag Football Team. It makes me feel super happy to know that we all share the same passion and love for flag football. This sport has grown amazingly in the past years, and I cannot wait to see where you all are gonna take this game. Let's keep pushing the game forward together. Dream big and never give up. I hope to see some of you at the Olympic Games in LA 28. Play hard and have fun. Good luck tonight.
Tap into the sports market with Corrigan Sports Enterprises. CSE has put on hundreds of events throughout its history, and we possess the tools to give your company exposure in the sports industry. CSE has decades of experience helping great companies like Care First, Pandora, New Balance, and Toyota to put their best foot forward in the marketing space, as well as provide spectacular event management. Bring your dreams from conception to fruition at CorriganSports.com.
And there they are for the coin toss. Urbana will be rocking their white tops with blue shorts, and Clarksburg in the blue on blue. And a great occasion every time Ravens rise. They do so much tremendous work. They write huge checks for all the teams that are a part of this amazing Friday Night Lights. And it's going to be a heck of a semifinal because we saw these teams play earlier in the season, then we saw them play the quarterfinals earlier today. These young ladies are warriors.
They really are. They fight, and they fight hard. Watching them play was really fun throughout the season and see how much they've grown, but they play as such a team, and they fight for each other for every down. It's fun to watch.
And you see the intensity. And the other thing, it's nice to know that at the college level, women's flag football is on the rise as well in the club arena, as well as the varsity sports. They're starting to adopt it and bring it into big-time schools.
It's really cool to see how much it's grown.
And you were just saying Mount St. Mary's now has a big-time team, and they're going to go D1 in the 25-26 school year.
Yeah, and that's just so awesome to see, just because it's in the area, it's close, it's nearby, but to see how much this sport has gained attention. Like, they want to get that. They want, it's a big deal that they're getting a D1 program, and I think that's awesome for women's sports, especially for these girls.
And there's the Urbana huddle. They're getting their last-minute instructions. And as a player, as an athlete, you get those butterflies. That means you care.
Yeah.
But the trick is to get them to fly in formation.
Exactly. You want those good butterflies that kind of motivate you through those first couple plays. They seem ready. They seem motivated. They've been out here.
The Ravens cheerleaders are here. Poe's here. We got visits from some great players. Devarius Robinson is here. Trenton Simpson's here. Ray Rice is here. Terrence West is here. I mean, it's just a gathering of people who love it. The sport of football, girls high school flag football, is amazing, and it's at a great level. We're going to take a quick moment now to pause for the playing of our national anthem.
The $6 meal deal is here. It starts with Dunkin's legendary coffee, a toasty, melty bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich, and a crispy, crumbly order of hash browns. It's kind of the biggest deal in breakfast. The $6 meal deal, available now.
Tap into the sports market with Corrigan Sports Enterprises. CSE has put on hundreds of events throughout its history, and we possess the tools to give your company exposure in the sports industry. CSE has decades of experience helping great companies like Care First, Pandora, New Balance, and Toyota to put their best foot forward in the marketing space, as well as provide spectacular event management. Bring your dreams from conception to fruition at CorriganSports.com.
Hey, yo, Dill, what time is it?
It's time to grab that flag. All right, hit me, Nate. Oh! Time out. Hey! Baltimore is bursting with flags.
1 year after kicking off their high school flag football initiative, the Ravens continue to expand their mission for female student athletes in the state of Maryland.
Joining this season are schools from Baltimore City, Montgomery County, and Washington County for a grand total of 53 schools in all.
And all that amazing action this fall will conclude with the championship game at M&T Bank Stadium later this week.
This is Lamar Jackson, quarterback of the Baltimore Ravens. I wanted to wish you good luck as you look to cement your school's legacy in the history books. Be so proud of the work that has brought you to the finals and leave it all out on the field. Everyone is rallying behind you. Be great and go Ravens.
The $6 meal deal is here. It starts with Duncan's legendary coffee, a toasty, melty bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich, and a crispy, crumbly order of hash browns. It's kind of the biggest deal in breakfast. The $6 meal deal, available now.
And there you see it. They are ready for action. We are going to have the semifinal number 1. Semifinal number 2 will be immediately following this one. Clarksburg in the blue, Urbana in white.
Should be a good game.
Yep.
Two, had hard-fought games in the quarterfinals, so this will be a fun semifinal to watch.
Layla Agosto, the senior, will start in at quarterback. It looks like it's center. And they're going to get it to Aisha Jones-Robertson. There's your Urbana sideline. And of course, Urbana just unbelievable. Nick Tanakulis, great coach. And here's a quick pass to start the game, but a great flag grab. Aisha Jones-Robinson looking right to the interior there. Just a sophomore, but great responsibility.
A quick pass, great look right away. But that was a great defensive play by McKenna Patterson, ready for that flag grab.
And we talk so much about the skill of flag grabbing, and there you see it again. Another 3-yard pickup. And that's going to bring up 3rd down for them. And it's all about the yard stripe to gain. In girls flag as Clarksburg tries to convert here on a 3rd down with a quick pass and an acceleration grab yet, but it's grabbed just shy of the 50. And Clarksburg has the 1st down.
That was great speed by Summerlin Ford. She was able to accelerate with the ball and get past a couple defenders before they were able to get her flag.
And the defender number 6, Lily Pontius. Nice play by her. You'll see a lot of her this evening. Pass to the outside, and yet again, another great flag grab. But Alex Blauer brings in the catch, gains some yards, and gets Clarksburg. They're still moving the ball up the field. Just enough to keep the drive alive.
And Urbana is doing a great job of pressuring the quarterback. They're right there as soon as she makes that pass. They're not giving her a time.
And Urbana knows good and well that they like the quick pass. They got to get in on quarterback Aisha Jones-Robinson. Just a sophomore. They want to put a little pressure on her. As we get a good look at number 21, Kira Spakes. Kira, one of the captains for Urbana as they put up the defense. Rushers have to be a full 2 yards, and there's a shot up the middle, up the seam route, and a great flag grab just past the 20-yard line. And you see her, she grabs it around the 18 and she backs it up to the 19. And now the ref's kind of like, I think you had it around the 17.
I like that move.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with competing.
No.
Jones Robinson rolls to her right, lob up top. First incompletion of the drive for her. And that'll bring up another opportunity for them to try and convert. And they have to get to the 10-yard line. That is the end zone. The field is 80 yards long. Jones Robinson, quick pass, nice cut upfield. And now we get a flag in the offensive backfield as well. That could be a blocking incident. Blockers need to keep their hands behind their backs.
I like watching them when they use their shoulders to block.
Yeah, they do. Flag goes against Urbana. And there you see him marching it off. And that'll put the ball on the 12-yard line.
First down.
Clarksburg first and goal on the 2 effectively. Because the 10 is the end zone. Great fake. Lob pass up top, incomplete.
She looked a little like Lamar last night with that jump and throw.
Jump and throw. It was treacherous. There's a lot of both teams in the area of that incompletion, but they are right back under center, getting the ball going quickly down the field. We talked about how this game evaporates very quickly. There she is with the lob feet out of bounds. We are in an NFL stadium, but there won't be a replay on that one. There might be one for our viewers, but a great play. Alex Blower just could not keep both feet in. And this will be 3rd and goal. Another lob pass knocked to the ground. Jones Robinson started off as hot as a firecracker, but she cannot convert right now.
No, Urbana's playing some good close D. They're not letting them get anything.
And we're going to get a quick timeout as we see that Urbana defense going over their coaches. We're going to step away for just a quick second. This is a great semifinal, Urbana-Clarksburg.
The $6 meal deal is here. It starts with Duncan's legendary coffee, a toasty, melty bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich, and a crispy, crumbly order of hash browns. It's kind of the biggest deal in breakfast. The $6 meal deal, available now.
Oh. And there's that defensive huddle. And you see just the intensity, focus, drive. They've worked all year to get to the semifinal, but you got to find a way to advance. And Urbana, great squad.
I love watching the strategizing. You know, when you can kind of see, like, okay, you're going to take this, you're going to take this, and I love watching how it all plays out.
4th and goal. Aisha Jones Robinson, the sophomore quarterback for Clarksburg, takes the snap, rolls straight back, route, touchdown.
And that's Destiny Turner.
Great play call, unbelievable execution.
That was a great route she ran. She was able to get open, and a great pass by Aisha to find her open in the end zone. Now they're going to go for that extra point.
The 2-point conversion from the 3-yard line. Jones Robinson sets in the pocket and now throws it into open player in the corner. And that is easy pickings for Alex Blower. She was targeted a couple times in that opening drive, but none easier than that one. The Coyotes of Clarksburg take the early lead. That'll put them up 8-0. Here's a replay of the touchdown. Great play call.
Yeah, she was able to, you could watch, like, she used her speed to find that opening and then able to kind of just clear out. And Aisha found her. It was a great pass.
And girls flag football in the high school level, they start on their own 14-yard line. Even though on TV it looks like the 24 because the 10-yard is the end zone. We'll remind you. Little fake pitch, stepping up to make the throw. And that's just a gutsy throw by Audrey Newton.
And there's Destiny Turner on defense grabbing that flag.
Well, it's funny, we talked a lot about in the quarterfinal games we were watching, we're making notes. I got Destiny Turner identified heavily.
Yes.
From that one.
She was making plays on offense and defense, so it was fun to watch her kind of the whole time.
Urbana on offense. Oh, sack before she got it off. And Audrey Newton's going to lose a couple yards there.
Well, Brianna Prather was ready to get that interception for Clarksburg and take it back down.
The sack happened just before the release. Good call by the official. 3rd and long. Nice middle pass and a great reception, and she could go. Oh, the flag grab. We've talked about it. Canty, how many times have we talked about the importance of that great, and you in your playing days, one of the great flag grabbers. It's a skill.
It really is. And it's not easy. You think, it takes a lot of practice.
And it's a little bit scary because the closer your hand is to them, the closer your face is. As we look at the replay, you see some folks who don't want to stick their nose in there.
No, but that was a great job by Aisha to get that flag. That would have been a touchdown easily.
Right back at it. Audrey Newton again completes the pass for a minimal gain as the clock continues to run here with 12:18 to go in the first half. Clarksburg up 7-0 with the extra point conversion. Urbana ball, you see one of the linemen there with their hands behind her back. That's how they have to block if they're going to stay in and block. The shoulders. Nice inside route. And they're going to call that completed, and then an immediate dead ball.
Okay. Yeah.
And for so many reasons, but one of them, they don't need people diving without helmets diving on the ball.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So as soon as it's fumbled or out of hands, they blow the whistle dead. 3rd and a long 4. And a great play right to the sticks. See how they're going to give that a first down.
That was a great play call, moving out to the right and finding your open player.
Audrey Newton doing a great job as quarterback. We talked about her so many times this season, and especially in the quarterfinals. Great leader as that Urbana sideline gets jacked up for their squad to punch one in. Snap and a swing pass out and a great cut up the middle. Another good cut. Breaking ankles like Kathy Bates out there.
Icing queen with the moves, if you want to call it that.
So, yeah. More moves than X-Lax. And Urbana keeps the drive alive. First down for them.
I love to see, and both teams, but Urbana's really accelerating when they get the ball in their hands. They're able to kind of make those extra plays, extra yards after the ball. Or after the catch, sorry.
Molly Warner doing a good job for him, number 24. You see her in there, and then, of course, number 25, Caitlin Crotty. They unfortunately set their huddle about 30 yards from the ball that time as the refs kept moving it. 1st and goal. Newton looking down the right side, just out of reach. Oh, so close, can almost smell them. It's a thrill to see the way they get up and down the field and get after it as a team.
Yes, they, even though it stops every, new down, but it's still, they move it quickly, and the whole, you're flying down the field.
Audrey Newton, quarterback, straight back, steps up into the pocket, and a unbelievable flag grab. Tough to see as number 23 in blue, London Jackson, the senior.
That was a great move.
London Jackson, the freshman.
Oh, even better. Got her for 3 more years.
Unless she goes pro.
Minor details.
3rd and a long 10. Into the right side. Oh, what a catch. Inbounds touchdown.
It was a great look, great catch, and a great route that she ran to get open for that, Avery Walder.
Audrey Newton with the beautiful pass. Avery Walder with the catch. And now we get the conversion. McKenna Patterson, number 10, is doing a great job running those inside routes, but a great catch by Walder. Here we go with the point after touchdown. Little fake on the run. Pass to the corner and good. And we got great football right now. People will tell you, you talk about anyone who knows sports, football is the greatest team sport there is.
Yes.
And I played a lot of them. But football is without question the greatest team sport there is. And right there, Urbana connecting again. Avery Walder. And of course their quarterback, Audrey Newton, just a junior, but a captain of the squad, speaks to her leadership.
Yes. You can tell that they, how much they respect her on the field, just the way that they, are paying attention in the huddle. They're looking, they're running those routes. You can tell that she gets at it, that leadership from, everyone.
And how they respond to her. And we're right back with Clarksburg, the Coyotes. Snap back, inside throw, and a great completion. Catch by Ella Geary. And Aisha Jones-Robinson continues to start those drives off very hot. As we get a look at Addison Queen, one of the great defenders for Urbana. And here is Jones-Robinson.
Taking her time, reading what they're doing.
But it's funny, and we also saw teams play a 2-3-2 zone. You'd see you get some man at times.
Yeah, it's fun to watch the different setups that you can have,
Yep, they get a 2-deep zone now. Jones-Robinson throws back against her body. And another easy flag grab, very successfully done defensively by number 8, Addison Queen.
And I'm sure you, that practice of, grabbing the flag and standing, I would probably, you worry about running those 2 extra yards.
Inching up a couple. Nice throw right down the middle by Jones-Robinson, and that's going to give them another first down, and they're rolling heavy like Danton and Highsmith. They keep going. The other thing I love about the sportsmanship is when you grab someone's flag, you have to hand it back to them.
And it's always polite.
It's always very well done. The only dancing these athletes do is on the sideline.
Hey, they're having fun.
They don't dance after a big flag grab. No need to.
They were playing some good pregame music.
Yes, they were. Oh, up for the snag, but incomplete as we are still tied 7-7. Alex Blower trying to go up and get that one. And Clarksburg will make a couple substitutions. Urbana on defense, second and long. Jones-Robinson. Lob pass, again, just a little bit out of the reach.
They are giving everything to try and get that ball. That was great dive by Tatiana Gonzalez for Urbana trying to get that interception.
We saw Tatiana Gonzalez in the quarterfinal game diving around in the end zone, diving around making plays. And she can be everywhere at times.
Yes. You just love that enthusiasm for it.
Deep down the middle, completed. Flag grabbed at the 2-yard, 3-yard line. Oh, wow, the referee. I tell you what, buddy, he doesn't look that much younger than I am, but evidently his eyes are. I'd like to see a replay of exactly where that flag was grabbed, because it looked like it was closer to the 2 than the 5.
I wouldn't have put it on the 5.
I wouldn't put it on the 5 either, but he's smarter than I am. And right away, Jones-Robinson has it in scoring position. What we like to call the red zone, even though it's all green here in this amazing level of play for these young ladies. Maryland State Championship semifinal. Jones-Robinson gets it in. And she gets rushed, and y'all sit back and enjoy the light show. Nothing exceeds like excess.
Everyone was excited about that touchdown.
Y'all sit back and enjoy the light show. And here's the try after. And composure of Jones Robinson. Aisha commanding her troops like any quarterback. Rolls to her right, throws inside, incomplete, and a flag comes down. Interesting to see what this call will be, but it looks like it's going to be against Urbana. The Clarksburg offense staying on the field, and they will get another shot at it, this time from the 1. And there's the throw, the catch, and it's completed for a successful conversion. Alex Flower.
That's her go-to when it gets tough. She loves looking to her. It was a good play, and nice composure. It's always a lot when you got that extra play in there, kind of throw it around. But they did a great job finding the open player and converting their extra point. And a head back.
Here's the replay of it. That's the touchdown run. As now Urbana back on offense. 2 minutes left in the first half. The clock will stop in the last minute. Oh, just a little high. (14-7) Clarksburg. As we see quarterback Audrey Newton back into the huddle. Back to throw, lobs it up the side, and an open receiver. How do you get that open? Canty.
That was Caitlin Crotty for that catch. That was a great look. Great find and a great, couple steps after the pass. She was able to get a couple more yards, even though we've got Destiny Turner right on her heels.
Great pattern by Caitlin Crotty. And they're close to midfield. Another shot up the right side and a shoestring catch will stop the clock. And that time Urbana's number 10, McKenna Patterson. Another one of those junior captains.
And they see, Urbana seems to have a lot of leadership on their team. They, you can tell that they're looking to try to help each other out, but they seem to have a lot of leadership on the field as well as obviously your coaches.
Yeah.
But
tries to step up, no flag grab yet, and the long pass. Referee's getting a little bit of help from the sideline, but it's not going to work out this time for him.
Yeah, these are good refs here. They don't budge with that.
Newton gets a play call from the sideline, hustles it in. And Urbana up against it right now. 1:09 on the clock here in the first half. They will get the ball to start the second half. Newton underneath pattern. Dipsy do. What? Talk about an escape room. You ever been to an escape room? Because that's what it looks like.
I love the head-up play by Addison Queen. I mean, the moves were just great, but then, being smart, we've got 59 seconds left. Get out of bounds so that the clock stops and you can, reset.
There's another look at it.
She's breaking ankles.
Yeah, she is quick as a hiccup. .59 seconds now, first half. Fakes the pitch to the left, throws Another crossing pattern, and it goes to the ground, and that'll bring up third down for him. As we see that Urbana sideline, they are ready to explode, but they got to get it into the end zone. Like you say, the end zone, inside the 10.
Inside, yes.
Because that is, in fact, the end zone, folks. Great pass up the left side, but unable to corral it. And now we're in a tough spot if you're Urbana. You see Clarksburg subbing in Ella Geary, just a freshman. One of those quick D linemen. Great flag grabber as the Urbana huddle gets set. There's Addison Queen, number 8, checking her play wrist. And here's Newton rolling right. Lobs it down the right and completes it. Flag is grabbed inbounds, and we get a quick timeout. Urbana will take a quick timeout with 39 seconds left in the half. This is a huge possession because if they can score here, then they get it to start the second half, can't they? That momentum, it's an odd thing. You can't really see it, but you sure as it's like they can't see it, but you sure as heck can feel it.
Definitely, and I think Urbana knows that it's fourth down. There's not much time left in the half, and you want to even out the game. You don't want to go into halftime losing. So
Avery Walder with the catch down the right sideline there. As we get a look at the Urbana huddle.
See what Clarksburg will do. Will they just pack them in the end zone, or?
Number 24, Molly Warner. A couple great plays in that quarterfinal game earlier today. The team that wins the championship today will have played and won 3 games in one day.
We were talking about how fast they move it, but that's a lot.
With the interception, it could, and a flag grab just as she gets outside the end zone, but that is a mammoth-sized play
by Summerlin Ford. That was a great interception.
Unbelievable.
Yes, and great defensive play by Urbana to stop her from running, but she saw that all the way through, as you can see.
Here's the replay of it, and it's just a little bit too much air underneath it in its zone. Summerlin Ford with the INT. And now it looks like Clarksburg might be okay with just letting it go. 15.
I don't know. They seem pretty competitive.
15 seconds on the clock, and you're on your own 7-yard line? Yeah. And she took the knee.
Considering how fast that Urbana defender ran in, that probably was smart.
Fantastic first half. Clarksburg up 14-7 here at M&T Bank Stadium. The Ravens took down the Bengals here last night. And we get the semifinals. Ravens Rise High School Football Showcase.
The $6 meal deal is here. It starts with Duncan's legendary coffee, a toasty, melty bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich, and a crispy, crumbly order of hash browns. It's kind of the biggest deal in breakfast. The $6 meal deal, available now.
A bit of a somber day here as the Ravens are honoring Jacoby Jones.
Ravens offensive line coach Joe DeAlessandris passed away at the age of 70 after an acute illness.
Don't really have any words of wisdom. I don't really know if anybody really needs to hear any. You don't control everything. Certainly don't control the outcomes of anything, really. In the end, we just control how we walk, right? How we run, how we relate, how we take care of one another, how we meet challenges, right? That's what you do. When you live these experiences like with Jacoby, for those of you who knew Jacoby, or Joe D, for all of us who knew Joe D just yesterday, or in our own families, things that are going on for each single person in here. These are the experiences that kind of just steel you as to what really matters in life. You can never forget Jacoby Jones. Jacoby Jones is one of the most electric, vibrant personalities that ever came through these doors here.
Jacoby Jones, 108 yards!
And he didn't stop coming through the doors. And just be the same vibrant personality, the same uplifting guy, the same enthusiastic, joyful person. So that lives on in all of us, you know, and we want to remember that, and we want to honor that. Same thing with Joe D.
You know, I'm going to remember Joe D for the things he did on the field, but most importantly, the things he did off the field, how he interacted with others, how he was in the O-line room.
Got your NFL uniform on tonight. Let's go get him, right? One of these days, who knows? One of y'all might be pros, right? That's right. Keep working at it. You did great. You did great. I'm proud of you. Thank you.
He cared about the guys a lot. He wanted what was best for the player always. And he found a way to really motivate you.
Fantastic. Credit to you.
I think it's only going to bring us closer together, and adversity is going to hit at some point, and I think it's all about how you react to it. And I think being around Joe and going through this experience together is only going to make us stronger.
As I said, you felt the breeze go by. Boom, here it goes. He's like a Ferrari going back through there.
May I say, okay, Joe, who are we going to have up this week? I don't know. I don't know who's going. But guess what, Rand? Whoever's up, is going to play well. I trust him. You can trust him. He spoke so positively about so many people. And I know there's a relationship between Joe and Lamar. And Lamar, I can tell you, is Joe loved you, and he talked about protecting you and helping you win a Super Bowl. And that's what he said to me all the time. He loved all you, man.
And we are getting set for the second half. And it's going to be ball, as we talked about. Great first half action. 14-7 your score. Booker Corrigan, Canty Bailey bringing it to you from M&T Bank Stadium. And there's a little crossing route.
I love just the sheer will to run through that Avery had. She was not stopping.
Willing to stick her nose in. And that's where you made a living, in the middle of that field. I see Ray Rice's name up in the circle. I'm waiting for yours to go up there.
Yeah, hopefully. Right, it'll be right
Bailey,
next to Ed Reed.
flag grabber. What position did you play? Grabber.
Yeah.
Again, every snap has to be a shotgun, at least 2 yards. And another great flag grab, but an unbelievable completion by Audrey Newton. Audrey Newton, the quarterback, just a junior.
That was another great run by McKenna Patterson. I like how she put her hands up trying to, bob and weave through so that they don't get the flag as she's trying to get her speed.
Urbana was trying to double dip there by scoring at the end of the half and then coming out with the ball. Unfortunately, all they got was a tired Clarksburg defense. See if they can capitalize. Quick fake pitch, crossing pattern again. No warding off there. That's going to be a great play.
Well, and that's important when you're running. You have to make sure that you're not blocking your flag so they can't grab it. That was a good job by McKenna to not block the flag.
You're not allowed to ward off or stiff arm, as it says in the rules.
As fun as they are to watch in the NFL.
Yeah. Great look at the Clarksburg defense. And again, pass to the right side. That's spinorama. Oh, and then a body check.
Multiple flags.
Right there on the half wall. Gutsy catch and run by Caitlin Crotty. Young Miss Crotty. Then got a little knocked down.
It was a great spin dodge right into apparently the other team, but.
And you're going to see how they get a little flat.
Yeah.
That's the intensity they bring. It's a state semifinal, Ravens Rise High School Football Showcase. Thank you so much to my great friends, Adam Riddell and Shamar Gray, for all they do to get these high school kids into a situation where they can shine like this. Yeah. It's on the Ravens YouTube channel.
No, it's fun to watch, and it's got to be a great experience for them.
Quick pass, a little hook and lateral, and a great flag grab on the far side.
I think that was Ella Geary. She did not fall for that.
I might say it was Summerlin Ford, number 18.
Might have been.
Yeah, Summerlin's flag grabber extraordinaire. And you can see their crowd is a little jacked up right now.
Oh, I think the Ravens cheerleaders are helping them out.
Long pass down the side. What a play by Crotty to make it. She's down at the 1.
Oh,
huge completion. Audrey Newton steps up into the pocket and finds Crotty down the sideline. Caitlin, the senior, happily flips the ball. Look at this replay.
I love watching this great block by Molly Warner and Toby to give Audrey the space to kind of clear through and make that pass. And not a block because they had their hands behind the back.
Audrey Newton stepping up into the pocket with poise. Deep down the sideline. And Urbana now knocking on the door. Quick out pattern, and that is in for the touchdown. Score Urbana. And yes, take me down to the Paradise City. You gotta love the light show.
I can only imagine, like, such a great celebration.
The quick little catch by McKenna Patterson, junior captain for Urbana. And now the point after attempt. Crucial. Newton steps up again in the pocket. Inside crossing route completed. Walder, bingo. And just like that, we're knotted at 14th.
You know, you thought when Urbana missed the last one and Clarksburg was driving, you thought it was going to, you know, kind of turn the other way. But Urbana's fighting back, and we got a tie game.
It's about what we expected. I mean, the quarterfinals were insanely tight.
Yes.
And let's take a look at your girls' flag Coaches of the Week presented by the Baltimore Ravens. And to learn more, go to BaltimoreRavens.com/flag/rise/flag-coach of the week. There they all are. What a great effort they put in. And sometimes it's a thankless job.
Oh, definitely. And, you know, in addition to these head coaches, there's so many assistants that you can see on the sidelines that are working just as hard.
Yep.
So it's great that they're growing the sport.
Quick pitch and throw by Jones Robinson. Aisha, the sophomore quarterback for Clarksburg. And the Coyotes find themselves again knotted up.
They brought their mascot on the sidelines.
I've seen a lot of mascots today.
Yeah.
Mount St. Mary's had their Mountaineer mascot here.
Yeah, that was cool to see.
For those of you who did not hear, Mount St. Mary's has added women's flag football as a varsity sport to start the 25-26 academic year. They've already received, they just announced it yesterday morning, they have already over a dozen applications for coaches, the people who want to be the coach of the team. As we see Aisha Jones Robinson scramble, slip, and fall. I'll tell you this, she's not leaving the game.
No.
I'm not a doctor, and I didn't stay at a Holiday Inn Express. But Aisha Jones Robinson is not leaving this game because of that.
No. She is a fighter, and she will continue to play.
Here's Robinson. Oh, deep. Middle of the field, raked in, and celebrate good times. What a pitch and catch. Ella Gear. No, I'm sorry, number 11. Destiny Turner.
And it was a great turnaround. You know, she gets stopped and then makes a beautiful pass to Destiny, who is wide open in the middle of the field. Great play by both.
They're already back at it. Jones Robinson you can't grab her flags. Talk about elusive.
It's fun to watch them, you know, drive through and see the opening, accelerate.
She's so elusive, she spells it with an I.
You can tell Alicia's starting to feel confident now. You know, she's
Rolls.
running a little bit more than she was in the first.
What a beautiful play that was.
Beautiful passes to the end zone.
And talk about getting down the field. There you go.
Another light show.
And the touchdown is good as we see the replay and fast forward. Here we go. Here's Robinson finding more open players, and it's Turner once again. And now we have a flag down on the point after attempt. And Aisha Jones Robinson asking, come on, man. What happened? And 11-11 remaining here, second half. Clarksburg up 20-14. So they failed on the point after attempt. Ella Geary just saw herself on the fan of vision, and she's a player. Like, normally they don't react like that, but that's just too cute. As she and Rachel Mbaye as Newton back to pass. Plenty of time, goes across her body, hits Crotty. Oh. Ooh, I'll tell you what. It's easy to find Crotty because she has two different color shoes on.
I thought I noticed that before.
A lot of them have their ponytails guarding their number.
Yes.
So you can't see it. But with two different color shoes helps.
Kind of stands out a little bit.
Oh. Newton rolls right. Now comes back to the left and hits the center. She's going to rumble for just a couple yards. Molly Warner, the senior. Nice catch by Warner. Unable to accelerate away from Grace Gentili, the junior defender. As we see the Urbana sideline and crowd behind him. Crowd swelling just a little bit. Newton fakes the pitch again. They love that fake pitch. Newton now steps up, releases it just as the flag gets pulled. And that's going to be a first down.
It was a great pass by Audrey right before she got her flag pulled to find her open teammate, and then, you know, they were able to accelerate through.
And Newton fakes that little pitch and then laid down the side just as she's getting it. And a nice play by McKenna Patterson. Here comes Urbana, breaking the huddle. Junior quarterback Audrey Newton. Straight down the middle of the field to a crossing route. And that goes all the way to the ground. And again, you just see so much sportsmanship.
Yes, I agree. They're obviously very competitive with everything. They want to win, but, you know, they just all, like, it feels like they're all just glad to be out here.
They'll knock it down if you're not looking, but they'll pick up your flag and hand it back to you.
Yes.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
No.
They really do keep it in perspective quite well. Nice lob pass over the defense, can't be handled. You gotta give Karate a pass on that one because she's made about 8 great catches.
Well, and you know, watching this, you're watching her hike the ball, and then she's the first one to get open every time. She's just running around.
The old center sneak. Play clock running down here. We're at the 7:40 mark. Urbana with possession, but they trail by 6. Late second half. Newton steps up. Quick pass to a lineman.
Oh.
And that's only going to be a gain of about 3. And that's going to bring up a tough scenario.
But, you know, one
down.
of the things I think you appreciate watching this game is everyone has to be ready to catch the ball. You know, they're hiking it, then they're catching it. She's blocking, and then, turning around, getting that catch. Everyone is active and playing, and they're getting everyone involved, Urbana is.
Great to see Toby Adabambo making the catch. There they are. The sideline's ready to go. Need a big play here down the right side, and there's a lot of contact. A lot of contact. And that is going to be a turnover on downs with just 6:33 remaining. And we are in treacherous waters right now. If you're Urbana, if you're Clarksburg, you're more than happy with this scenario, especially with a great quarterback with Aisha Jones-Robinson.
And it was a great defensive stand. They didn't let them get close to the end zone, which I think has helped them defensively. Yeah. It's so far, like the field is so long, but to keep them in the middle half of the field obviously helps them kind of hold them and turn the ball over. Then they're able to be back on offense. And
there's a deep one down the right sideline. She could go all the way. Great touchdown by number 4, Alex Blower. She has been present tonight.
Very great play, using the sidelines, but, not going out of bounds. It's not easy to kind of keep that line. And she did a great job of running.
Here's the replay. Just a quick pass by Jones-Robinson. And she lets Blower do the rest.
And just another great look by Aisha.
And the ball is dropped on the point after try, and now Urbana is in a rough area. They're under 5 minutes to go in the second half. And the clock runs through these moments.
Yes.
It does not stop on the change of possession.
No wonder the games just fly through. Nothing stops the clock.
All the way down to 4:20. Newton looking to pass, rolls right, throws it. She was called down. Talk about a negative effect right there. Great sack. You ruined my interception.
I mean, great pick by Logan Edwards. Unfortunately, her teammates were there. Or no, it was Rihanna Prowler with the interception. Her teammates were there before and were able to grab her flag.
Yep. Just enough, but it's still Urbana possession. They're down by, they need to score twice. Oh, and I tell you what, they might get the first one. Oh, what a great flag grab. To keep her on that side of midfield even. Great play call. We're going to go hurry up here if you're Urbana.
I think you got it. You only got 3.5 minutes left.
And here's a quick look at that replay. And another crossing pattern. I will tell you, Clarksburg took away the crossing patterns. At halftime, they obviously talked about Urbana's real passion for crossing patterns.
And they do a great job. Urbana does a great job of, getting open when they're running those crossing patterns. And, Audrey finds them and is able to get a couple yards every time.
High snap, and the ball knocked down. Great defense. That looked like number 11, Destiny Turner.
Clarksburg defense is really stepping up this set. Taking the quarterback, almost an interception, knocking some passes down. The game's on the line, they're ready.
Newton steps up into the pocket, lets it go deep down the side, and she has a receiver. What a grab on the flag. Who else? Who else? Destiny Turner. with the flag grab. Avery Walder with the catch.
She's all over the field.
And we get a timeout by Urbana. Destiny
and Audrey was she was ready to go. She was accelerating, so it was a great grab by Destiny to not let her get that touchdown.
Destiny Turner doing a great job. Clarksburg up 26-14.
The $6 meal deal is here. It starts with Duncan's legendary coffee, a toasty, melty bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich, and a crispy, crumbly order of hash browns. It's kind of the biggest deal in breakfast. The $6 meal deal, available now.
Quick timeout. Urbana's ready to go.
2:12 as we see Audrey Newton stepping up, stepping back, releasing it down the right side, and that is a pick. And just like that, Clarksburg feels like they have it. The flags have been grabbed. The celebration is on. Rihanna Prather, the sophomore, justifiable because she's the one who had the interception that got called back by the sack.
She was determined to get that interception in this game.
Rihanna.
And she saw that the whole time. It was a great grab.
She is tall, athletic, covers a lot of space.
Dodged one. She could have kept going.
Yeah. And now, Clarksburg, they have a final to play in an hour and 15 minutes, so they want to keep Jones Robinson somewhat rested, relaxed, calm.
I don't know if she thinks that way.
Yeah, she does not. She's not programmed that way.
No. Must have been a foul on her.
Yeah, she got knocked down.
Yeah.
Or run into. Sometimes they phrase it that way in the rules.
It was a great, offensive effort. Hustle play, if you will.
And now you see Jones Robinson. She knows the clock is running. She's more than happy to just let it go.
Smart play. Take a breather.
Clock's still ticking down. And here's Jones Robinson again. They're not going to risk the turnover, evidently.
No.
Feed the stud.
And she's great at, running through. She's got no fear. She'll run right through those people. And hopefully, defensively, they hope they can get the flag. But some of them are missing, so it's working.
100% right. And Jones Robinson knows they have the game in hand. Just isn't going to make any mistakes. Urbana with no timeouts left. Refs announcing how much time's on the play clock. Here goes Jones Robinson again. And that's going to take us to 35 seconds. And the clock now at 23. I don't think they have to run another play. And that'll do it. 10, 9, 8. Yeah. I can count down from 10. I went to Roanoke College.
You did?
Yeah.
I've heard of that school.
Love the Nook. And there's the celebration. Clarksburg makes it to the championship game. And that'll be coming up later. But the next thing that's going to happen is Boonsboro against Northwest in the next semifinals. A big win for Clarksburg. Canty, you like the way they play both sides of the ball?
Yes. So many of them are playing both sides of the ball, and they're able to do it at a fast pace the entire game. Clarksburg didn't slow it down till the last minute and a half of the game. And it wasn't because they were tired. They just didn't want to lose the ball. So they play smart, they play fast, and they play fun.
Big win, big night. The Ravens Rise High School football showcase for Canty Bailey. I'm Booker Corrigan reminding you, you only get one shot at today.
The $6 meal deal is here. It starts with Duncan's legendary coffee, a toasty, melty bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich, and a crispy, crumbly order of hash browns. It's kind of the biggest deal in breakfast. The $6 meal deal, available now.
And thanks for joining us. This is a real treat. I'm Booker Corrigan. I'm alongside Bobby Rudd, Associate Athletic Director at Mount St. Mary's University. And big news. Yesterday, you guys announced varsity women's flag football will be a sport at the Mount. How's that feel?
Oh, it's so exciting. Thank you so much for having me. It's been a wild 24 hours since our announcement yesterday. We're really excited. The way the sport has taken off locally, regionally, nationally. I mean, it's evidenced by the games going on today. This sport is an incredible opportunity. We identified a gap pretty early on. There was no Division I competition for these young ladies, and we're the second school nationally, Division I, to do it, and first in the Northeast. And we want to offer the opportunity.
So the strategy is the 25-26 school year will be your first competitive season. You're anticipating a lot of other schools are going to jump on board with this because it's the right thing to do.
Correct. We've really seen it. We saw a gap, like I said. We think that by getting in on the ground floor, we have the potential to really dominate the space in the college world. The sport is taking off. Like we said, 2028 Olympics is that future date for us. We want to be on the ground floor of this. We fully expect right now we're going to be club first year in spring 26, and then pretty quickly after that, as more schools start to add into this, it'll be a high-level Division I sport pretty quickly.
And to piggyback on what he's saying, just for those of you who don't know some of the stats, 2 years ago there were 10 teams in the state of Maryland that played high school girls flag football. Now there are over 50.
Yeah.
So that's exponential. I'd like some stocks to do that well,
absolutely.
to be quite honest with you. Recruiting-wise and coaching-wise, where are you guys as far as making those decisions?
Yeah, so Mount St. Mary's University, just a little background for everybody. We're a small Catholic liberal arts school in Emmitsburg, Maryland. We're just south of the Gettysburg border, so we're in Frederick County. For us, Frederick County was the first county in the state of Maryland to add it as a sport. And our primary admission pool that we recruit from is the Maryland, D.C., Virginia, Pennsylvania area, and every single one of those states and areas I just mentioned are all adding girls flag football. And like I said earlier, we identified very early on, this is right in our footprint. How can we generate new opportunities for these young girls who are giving their blood, sweat, and tears to this incredible sport? And frankly, where do they go after they graduate from high school? Well, Mount St. Mary's, Division I, sign us up.
Sign them up. And then you talk about, I mean, not to name drop, as you young kids like to say all the time, but there's some pro teams who have jumped on board with enthusiastically backing you guys.
Yeah, absolutely. So when we first started talking about this a couple years ago, we've actually gone through a leadership change at our university. So our new president started July 1st, Dr. Jerry Joyce. Our athletic director, Brad Davis, is in his second year right now. We looked at this and we said, how can we jump in on this and be different than everybody else? And this was the area for us. Our plan, like I think I said earlier, I didn't answer your question about the head coach, but we announced yesterday at 10 a.m. It's now, 4 o'clock on Friday. We've got
haven't hired a coach yet.
We haven't hired yet, but we have over a dozen applicants already.
Wow.
We've been really, really thankful for our leadership that we've had from the Ravens, Commanders, NFL, Under Armour. It's just they're so involved at the grassroots level, and they want to see these opportunities explode as well. I mean, Under Armour, they told us they're the exclusive outfitter for the USA team in the Olympics, and for us, hey, we're the place to come for flag football now.
You certainly are. He's Bobby Rudd, Associate AD at Mount St. Mary's, and they are thrilled to announce they will now have
women's flag football as a varsity sport at Mount St. Mary's. What a great, great day for the sport and for your school. Thanks for joining us.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Yep.
Appreciate it.
Yep,
Go Mount.
You got it. Go Mount.
Tap into the sports market with Corrigan Sports Enterprises. CSE has put on hundreds of events throughout its history, and we possess the tools to give your company exposure in the sports industry. CSE has decades of experience helping great companies like Care First, Pandora, New Balance, and Toyota to put their best foot forward in the marketing space, as well as provide spectacular event management. Bring your dreams from conception to fruition at CorriganSports.com.
Ravens Rise High School Football Showcase. And this is semifinal number 2, Boonsboro against Northwest. This has been an amazing Friday Night Lights scenario. There's the bracket. Dunkin' Donuts doing a great job of bringing it to you. We just saw a thriller between Clarksburg and Urbana. And Clarksburg moves on to the final. They'll play the winner of this Northwest Boonsboro game. Thanks for joining us. Booker Corrigan alongside Canty Bailey. Canty, in your day as a player, you're a great flag grabber. The rules of the game don't really allow for a slow-down type play.
No, it is a super fast-paced game. You've got to be in shape in order to go because those 20 minutes fly by, and you don't feel like you get a break when you're out there. You just feel like it's go, go, go the whole time.
It's a running clock for 19 minutes, and then it stops for the last minute of each 20-minute half.
And it's, it allows you to kind of play a lot. You're getting a lot of touches, and it's a lot of fun, but it's fast-paced.
And in white is Northwest. And they're looking to throw deep down the left sideline. Intended target, Maya Jackman. But the pass falls incomplete, but a flag down.
A little ref conference. I love the patience that Julia Clark has when she's got the ball. And then she's able to wing it. First pass of the game, and she tries to throw a 25-yard pass.
Yep, and gets the call.
Yeah. And they move the ball down the field.
Julia Clark, quarterback, junior at Northwest. Northwest in the white, Boonsboro in the blue. And Northwest already close to the midfield mark. As Clark is back to pass, rolls right. Hits a crossing route to Shioma Afulio.
She's got some wheels when she gets the ball. It was a great route run. And again, the patience by Julia Clark allows the routes to kind of develop, allows the plays to go through so that they can find her. Their open teammates, sorry, not her.
Find any of them.
Yeah.
Not just her. Going with no backfield. Clark, plenty of time to pass, goes underneath a failed flag grab, and then we get one late there. Great grab by number 5, Morgan Cook, the senior.
Well, and it seems that Boonsboro is playing, they're playing back. They're only rushing one girl up.
Up the middle. Ooh. And that's Ugbe in the middle of the field making the catch.
Great flag grab by Annabelle Fletcher because she was going.
And Northwest still moving the ball down the field. And again, empty backfield for Clark. Boonsboro rushes one past the inside, and it is good for the score. We had a moment of brevity, and there the lights go. Y'all sit back and enjoy the light show. Tom Ford tuxedos with no reason. You gotta love that.
I feel like Maya Jackman forgot the field ended at the started to 10. She was ready to go all the way in.
She's already in, then she goes towards she wants to touch the paint. The point after touchdown attempt. Clark back to pass, looks to her left and gets it snuffed out.
It was a great block by Sarah Moeller. She's been, right on her. The touchdown before, she was right there playing defense. So great defensive pressure by Moeller. But unfortunate for Northwest Academy, they couldn't finish that.
And the Boonsboro Warriors find themselves down just 6 as they held the line on that point after try. Warriors like to play with that white football, especially in their night games. A lot of folks in the backfield. And a quick run that time by number 1, Annabelle Fletcher, the senior. And we had her as a player who's a star on this team. She and Miley Hartman.
Yes, they were working really well last game together. But that was a heads-up play by Brookfield defensively for Northwest to see it and not let her get as many yards.
Another inside handoff and another quick flag grab. That is just an impressive athletic move. We see some cheerleaders. Some of the Ravens cheerleaders had a busy night last night.
That was Sierra Mimiver with the flag grab. Northwest is really, they must practice that a lot because they are very quick to grab that flag and not let them get those extra points.
Well, in your honor, one of the great flag grabbers in your time. Like the Jack Lambert of flag grabbing. Another quick snap, a double reverse, deep down the right sideline, coming back to get it, knocked to the ground. And she looks a little bit shaken up on the play, not moving a whole lot down there. And we're going to stop the clock with 14:48 to go in the half as bodies collided. That's Drayton for Northwest, who's down, number 24. We're going to step away for just a quick second. Ravens Rise High School Football Showcase.
The $6 meal deal is here. It starts with Duncan's legendary coffee, a toasty, melty bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich, and a crispy, crumbly order of hash browns. It's kind of the biggest deal in breakfast. The $6 meal deal, available now.
Tap into the sports market with Corrigan Sports Enterprises. CSE has put on hundreds of events throughout its history, and we possess the tools to give your company exposure in the sports industry. CSE has decades of experience helping great companies like Care First, Pandora, New Balance, and Toyota to put their best foot forward in the marketing space, as well as provide spectacular event management. Bring your dreams from conception to fruition at CorriganSports.com.
Hey, yo, Deal, what time is it?
It's time to grab that flag. All right, hit me, Nate. Oh! Time out. Hey! Baltimore is bursting with flags.
1 year after kicking off their high school flag football initiative, the Ravens continue to expand their mission for female student athletes in the state of Maryland.
Joining this season are schools from Baltimore City, Montgomery County, and Washington County for a grand total of 53 schools in all.
And all that amazing action this fall will conclude with the championship game at M&T Bank Stadium later this week.
Back at M&T Bank Stadium as we get a good look at the Northwest sideline. They're a little fired up. The injured player for Boonsboro was number 4, Rebecca Micklejohn. And it's going to be first down for Northwest.
I think that injury just shows how hard both teams are playing, how much they both want it. Oh.
And a missed flag grab. Still going. It's an art form. Boonsboro playing that too deep zone, and once you get past that first level. Great play by number 23, Jaslina Madden.
She seemed to not believe she kept going.
Yeah.
She'd like run past one and like, oh, okay.
How'd you miss? And clearly no stiff arms there.
No. Great play.
And they're right back at it.
Oh, fake.
They'll fake the jet sweep and hand it off up the right side. And there's a good flag grab. Nice quick one. Number 23, McKenna Johnson, just a freshman.
I like the trick plays Northwest is trying to do. Lots of sweeps, lots of, quick movements. Everyone's going, and Boonsboro's ready to.
And we had a penalty against Northwest on that also. So that's going to back them up. And another flag comes down as the pass falls incomplete. Julia Clark doing as much as she can.
That was a quick flag.
That was a formation foul, looks like. And now they're picking it up. Oh, there it is. Procedural violation. Illegal shift.
Oh, so it must be when Cheslina runs.
And now the referee will march it back. And we'll get a good look at Northwest. Set up. A Fulay in at quarterback. Takes the snap with nobody in the backfield, deep down the sideline. Attempted interception, falls to the ground. As we see number 5, Morgan Cook, in there for Boonsboro.
This is a great play coming off the bench. Not, her first throw of the game was not a bad throw.
And there's your Northwest cheerleaders. It's fun to see them see themselves on the Megatron. And now Boonsboro trailing by 6. A lot of time left. Great inside throw and catch. Oh, and it's incomplete. Just as I thought it was caught. And again, another rough.
Michael John.
Yeah, Michael John, the senior. No quitting her.
No.
Rebecca knocked to the turf. And referees will reset it. There's the replay. It looks so close that she had it. And then once she hit the ground, it just shook loose. Another long pass up the right sideline and a great flag grab. Annabelle Fletcher gets it from Hartman. Then they connect yet again. That quarterfinal game, they were something.
Yeah, they had 3 touchdowns in the quarterfinal game, so hoping they kind of get to connect. Watch them again. This game would be fun. I don't know, but Northwest defense is ready for it, and they're not letting them get any downs off. Or
3rd and long, and Northwest is grabbing flags.
Yes.
Nice job by Fletcher. Deep pass, and she connects. Oh! It's got to be jelly, because Tim doesn't shake like that. That is a huge play, and who else? Annabelle Fletcher gets it from Miley Hartman. That's the 4th time they've connected in the last 2 hours for a touchdown.
And the wheels on Fletcher after that catch. That was unbelievable. It was a great look by Hartman to find her, and just pure speed by Fletcher.
Deep down the left sideline. And they get set for the point after attempt. And that's a huge swing play. We talked about it a lot in games we watched together this season, getting ready for this. Momentum is like the wind. You can't see it, but sure as heck can feel it. And this is a momentum play. Can Northwest get the flag? Great pressure on the quarterback. Releases it, and it bobbles up in the air.
Touchdown.
And she catches it and runs out of the back of the end zone. That was a huge tip drill. Morgan Cook comes down with it. And just like that, Patterson, Boonsboro,
and that was, those two plays just, completely changed the game. Northwest, it was high pressure defense. It didn't seem that Boonsboro could get anywhere. And they get a long throw and a touchdown, and then are able to convert the extra play, just as we see that here.
There's the long play. I mean, she's got jets. and just like that, Northwest is back up on the line, ready to go. As we see the point after replay. 1, 2, 3 players. And there's a good flag grab on the completion. And there's the Northwest huddle.
So Shioma's back in at quarterback for Northwest. So it'll be fun to see, a different style. As calm, cool, and collective as Julia was back there, it'll, see if we can get something different from Shioma and see if Boonsboro is ready for it.
Shioma Afulea. Back to pass, rolls right. Looks into the middle. Hits it, and a great flag grab. And Boonsboro gets a temporary slowing of the Northwest offense. The fans are into it. Both wearing pretty good headdresses. The Warriors are set.
They came ready to travel.
Shioma takes the snap, rolls right, and she's going to run. Tucks it and goes, and a flag grab by Boonsboro. And that'll bring up second down and long.
Great play by Peyton Harwood to not let her advance, any further. Good flag grab.
And there she is, high-fived by everybody. Second and long now. Clock at 6:13. And a nice pass, nice flag grab. That'll bring up fourth down.
Seems like 4th and 1.
And a short one. Excuse me, third down.
JK.
They switch them really fast. Nice pass catch. That time by number 5, Mariah Marciano. Marciano reels it in, and that'll flip it to a first down. And they now need to get to the 20-yard line as the line to gain for the first down.
Northwest just seems to be casually they're not getting big gains, but they're moving down the field effectively. They're not, letting Boonsboro stop them. Working out in their favor right now.
Finding a way to just move the chains enough. Another great pass on the inside by Shiona.
She had a couple spin dives.
And she's close to another first down for Northwest. A nice look at the replay here. There's your spin. Casey Bittner with the flag grab. High throw and another flag grab.
Kenna Johnson with that flag grab. That was a good, quick one. To not let them keep going.
McKenna's done a great job for them all season long. Just a freshman, but one of the anchors on that defense for Boonsboro. And there's a dropped pass, a flag grab. Somebody got knocked over, but it's not a foul. And we'll have a new down. Marciano, the player that got knocked down. No worse for the wear.
So they got to make it to the end zone for this one.
Yep. Under 4 minutes here, first half. Northwest back to pass, and they're not going to get to the end zone, and that's going to bring up a third down for them. And they're just needing that bigger play. They're gobbling them up the small amounts.
Yes.
Can't get you there every time.
No. You know, that's slow and steady. They're moving, but they haven't had a big, game-changing play like Boonsboro just had. Momentum-changing play, you could say.
Number 7, Maya Jackman, played pretty darn well in that quarterfinal game we watched earlier today. As they now go empty backfield. Shioma rolls right, comes back to her left. Lets it go into the end zone. Touchdown catch for Maya Jackman. We just talked about the big play. There it is. Jackman reels it in and says, "What's up? I left the jag and I took the rolls."
She used her height a lot in that first game, and she didn't need to that catch, but she's just able to get open, and they're able to find her and, get that touchdown, which is great. Yep. I feel like that was a big momentum shift for Northwest here.
As they now temporarily have a 12-7 lead. The point after try. Into the corner. Oh, and it's picked. And this could be a point for Boonsboro.
Oh, wow.
Running it all the way back.
It's Miley Hartman.
Wow, the quarterback, freshman quarterback, steps in front of it. And Boonsboro will gobble up a point.
That was a great play. Great hustle by Miley to, kind of finish that play.
And here's one of those inside plays coming for the score. That's Maya Jackman, number 7.
And here's her interception.
And there's your, not quite a pick 6, but.
She ran a long way. They should have given her the 6 on that run. That's a long.
I think it was close to 80 yards.
I mean.
The field's 80 yards long.
And now she's going to come out and be quarterback.
Yep.
Gotta be in shape.
Miley Hartman, stud freshman. Total stud. And here we go with the ball struggles. As the clock stops after the touchdown. Or point after failed. Northwest coming back. They got a 2-deep zone here. So they got a bunch of flag grabbers in the middle of the field, and they're trying to defend that deep ball.
Yeah, not let that deep pass, that they've done. Boonsboro is very good at doing. So hopefully this adjustment will keep them short. Not a lot of yards on that after the play.
Hartman, very calm in the pocket. No flag grab yet. And she is zagging and zigging. And out of bounds after gaining just 5. And that'll bring up 2nd.
Good hustle play by Northwest to, make her keep moving, not let her get comfortable enough to make the pass that they want, and kind of make her run out of bounds.
Little fatigue after the 80-yard score on the point after attempt, and then she just ran 50 yards to gain 5.
If only I would look that unexhausted after all that running.
Northwest rushes 2, pass deflected and goes to the ground. Great defensive deflection by Isabel Dadsey.
Almost had that interception there. But it seems Northwest is, it's working, that they're keeping people back. They're, they're still able to get pressure, but they're not letting them get the big down.
A good look at Hartman. Where's the glove on the left hand? Throws righty, right side, incomplete. And that's going to bring up 4th down. And Fletcher just unable to reel that in. Not that it would have brought up a lot. And they are going to declare a punt and turn over possession all the way back to the 14-yard line.
Must add, these line judges are extremely fast.
Yeah. And just like that, it's Northwestern possession. Shioma pass into the middle, and some bodies hitting each other. And again, that's Hartman in the middle of it.
She's everywhere today.
Kennedy Reynolds was the one trying to bring it down. Hartman got shouldered. Afule, plenty of time as Boonsboro just rushes one, and she'll run out of bounds with 1:15 to go in the half.
Boonsboro did a great job. Shioma was trying to find the open player, but Boonsboro had everyone marked up. So they're only rushing one, but they're able to hold back and get pressure so she can't find anyone open to make a play downfield.
The Warriors sideline a little bit worried right now as they get close to halftime. See what kind of adjustments they can make. Morgan Cook, the defender here on the near side. And they go to the far side. No real gain. That's going to bring up enough to get the first down, however. They didn't have far to go. Yeah.
And that was even an extremely quick flag grab.
Madden with the nice play. And away we go. Shioma runs out of bounds with it that time. And clock stops with 46 seconds left first half. Semifinal number 2. Maryland State Championship of Girls Flag Football here, part of Ravens Rise. Huge thank you to our friends Adam Riddell, Shamar Gray, my man Pedro, everything they do to help the Ravens community outreach. Just fabulous people trying to do whatever they can for the community, and they write big checks to these schools. $2,500 a school.
That's amazing. I mean, it's amazing that they got here to get to, this level, and, just to be able to play at Raven Stadium, at night under the lights is amazing. And they're doing even more than that, which says a lot about them.
Nice pitch and catch right there. The catch by Ogbe. And keep your eye on Maya Jackman, number 7. As we get late in the half here, 20 seconds and rolling. Shioma doesn't want to cross that line, eventually does. And the grabbers going so hard at those flags as the clock now is trickling down to the 3-second mark, and they're not going to get a playoff. That's it. That's halftime. As we like to say where I'm from, I know what zeros look like. And that's 3 of them. First half in the books. Northwest up 12-9. Not your normal football score, but a great night here at M&T Bank Stadium.
The $6 meal deal is here. It starts with Duncan's legendary coffee, a toasty, melty bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich, and a crispy, crumbly order of hash browns. It's kind of the biggest deal in breakfast. The $6 meal deal, available now.
Tap into the sports market with Corgan Sports Enterprises. CSE has put on hundreds of events throughout its history, and we possess the tools to give your company exposure in the sports industry. CSE has decades of experience helping great companies like Care First, Pandora, New Balance, and Toyota to to put their best foot forward in the marketing space, as well as provide spectacular event management. Bring your dreams from conception to fruition at CorriganSports.com.
Hey, yo, Deal, what time is it?
It's time to grab that flag. All right, hit me, Nate. Oh! Time out. Hey! Baltimore's bursting with flags.
1 year after kicking off their high school flag football initiative, the Ravens continue to expand their mission for female student athletes in the state of Maryland.
Joining this season are schools from Baltimore City, Montgomery County, and Washington County for a grand total of 53 schools in all.
And all that amazing action this fall will conclude with the championship game at M&T Bank Stadium later this week.
Halftime here, semifinal number 2, Northwest leading Boonsboro at M&T Bank Stadium, all part of the Ravens Rise High School Football Showcase. They do an unbelievable community outreach. That Friday night light never looked so good. 2 semifinals and a championship game coming up. Booker Corrigan, Canty Bailey bringing it to you. Halftime, and just like the rug ties the room together, halftime highlights tie the game together. There's a great crossing pattern. Maya Jackman with the touchdown, and then what we like to call zip-boom. Deep down the field, Annabelle Fletcher with the catch. And you like Miley Hartman, the quarterback.
She's all over the place. We saw her make some great plays on defense. She's obviously looking up and playing, making great plays on offense as the team's quarterback, able to take in that extra point there. She's just all over the field and doesn't seem to get tired at all.
And she also has an 80-yard point after touchdown return. Here it comes. She steps in and somehow, by golly, how do you do that?
I wish I knew.
Quarterback, I think I saw her changing the tire pressure on the team bus at halftime also. She does everything. Let's get a good look at the girls flag coaches of the week presented by the Baltimore Ravens. Again, so much community outreach. You can see them all. Go to BaltimoreRavens.com/fans/rise/flag-coach of the week.
It's been great watching the coaches. You see them interact. They're having fun. They're enjoying themselves, but, you can tell that the girls are learning something. And they're playing well.
And we talk about all the times we see some of the fans catching a glimpse of themselves on Fanavision. Shout out to all you happy people. We talk about football. It's the greatest team sport of all.
Yes.
You do your job so well, someone else has an easier job. That's football.
And you have to work together. You can't work individually in order to succeed. And so it'll be fun to see how the second half plays out.
And here we go, Boonsboro. As Northwest won the toss, Boonsboro right away to the passing game, and Hartman can't find Fletcher for the completion.
Which normally is a catch, and
yes.
At this point in time, it's normally a touchdown as well. Hartman and Fletcher have had 4 touchdowns just today so far. So it's been fun to watch them in a rare drop by Fletcher.
Boonsboro moving right to left across your radio dial. Second down here. Now a handoff to Fletcher and the quick flag grab. That's a great grab by number 2, Simrim Amiver.
She's done a couple of those quick grabs right off the pass or catch or whatever it may be. She's just defensively, she's there for a lot of the plays.
And you talk about that as a coach, you got to find out where to put her.
Yeah.
To take advantage of that skill.
Yeah,
I agree. Grab flags. Little trickeration. They had Fletcher line. Hartman. Just out of the outstretched arms of number 4.
Michael John.
I like the play call.
Yes. Well, and the way that they were, protected so that because Northwest has been able to get to the quarterback and been able to pressure, but the way that they were protecting her there so that they couldn't get to her was a great job. It was a great play call. unfortunately.
A little double reverse and a deep incompletion. And just like that, Northwest back on offense with the quick 3 and out by Boonsboro. Northwest won the toss, took it down and scored. And then Boonsboro equaled it. But now Northwest leads by a skosh and a great sack right there.
That was a great hustle play by number 14, Sarah Moeller. She didn't quit, kept working hard, and she was able to get that.
And you and I talked about Sarah Moeller. I think it was a game we went to in September. She's just a freshman.
It's unreal.
Yeah.
She doesn't play like one at all. And not just today, but in general.
And we said, as coaches, we used to tell freshmen, when the playoffs start, you consider yourself a sophomore. Carry yourself that way. And she certainly has. And now we got an illegal formation call, early flag. Nice flag grab by Annabelle Fletcher. And we'll learn of the foul. That's definitely against the offense.
I think they keep moving before the whistle. Or before the snap, I think is what they're...
Then you can't be moving forward.
Yes.
If you're the one in motion. But what a great experience for these fans and players to come. You get the Ravens cheerleaders. You got several Ravens players. I understand you rode the elevator with Trenton Simpson. Is that correct? And various Robinson.
In the lobby. Pretty cool experience, fresh off a good win. And it's also a great experience for these girls to play on the field that they just won on last night. And in a great win.
Shioma with the keep right there. Afule, the quarterback, flag grab by number 14, Sarah Moeller. And it's just 12-9. So Boonsboro gets a couple extra points on that interception of the point after. And a nice spread formation right now for Northwest. They throw it back to the person they faked it to.
Gislina, they love using her in motion, and it's been really successful, but Boonsboro seems to be ready for it now.
Gislina Madden with the catch and quick run, but short of the line to gain. And now you see Boonsboro drop into the 2-deep zone. Trying to place a man under. And they go pure zone. Is it going to get picked? It does get picked. And a flag grab on the pick, but it's still going to be an interception.
Great interception by Rebecca Michael-John. Speaking of being all over the place, she has been on both offense and defense and running around. But great interception. And then a great defensive play by Northwest to not let her get a touchdown.
And that'll give Boonsboro the ball at the 19-yard line. It looks like the 29 because the 10-yard line is the start of the end zone. It's an 80-yard field. Quick handoff, and again, a quick flag grab. Sometimes she makes it look so easy.
She does.
Ameaver just, it comes off.
And she, Abigail Boonsboro was trying to do the little turn, turn to get it so she couldn't get it, and Serum just found it. And she wasn't going anywhere.
You find a way to, turn your hips, swivel, spin, do anything. Hartman back to pass. Finds Michael-John across the middle, but that's going to be a first down for Boonsboro. Michael-John with a nice crossing pattern as we're early second half action. Semifinal number 2. The winner will play Clarksburg. the Coyotes with the win in semifinal number 1. Oh, a tough pass right there by Hartman. That is not her usual MO.
No, but
she got away with one.
She did. And Isabella is she's gonna relive that one and wish that she was able to bring that in. But good defensive block. If only she could have held it and got that interception. But it was a rare missed throw.
Yep. Just a sophomore, Isabella Dadzi. And here's Hartman. Drops back, they rush 2. Great pass by Hartman again on the crossing pattern. Michael John with the catch, but stopped at the 6-yard line. And here's the replay, and Hartman just waiting on it.
I really like how Boonsboro steps in front of their defender when they're running their routes to make sure that they're able to, Hartman can see him and make that pass. But they do a great job of stepping in front.
Lob to the corner. Bobbled and caught. What a catch. You just got lost. Annabelle Fletcher. Wow. And once again, Fletcher and Hartman connecting.
Yes, number 5 of the day. And with a catch like that, they deserve 5 touchdowns.
They certainly do. A little acrobatics on that one. Point after try. As Boonsboro now leads 15-12. Fake the jet sweep, toss it to the side. No flag grabbed yet, and it is grabbed, and it will not be a successful try.
Heather McLean's got some wheels, though. She started going. I don't know how Northwest got that flag, but that was a great run by her.
And there's the score, the bobble, the focus. She comes down inbounds. And right away into the celebration pose. You could tell.
Yes, she knew she was going to be on TV for that one.
Northwest right back on offense. 10:40 remaining here in the game. Pass and catch. That time completed to Jaslina Madden, just a sophomore. Fule, she's settling in. They started Julia Clark at quarterback, but immediately went to Shioma Fule.
And I she's bringing a different offense to it, so you can tell that, it took a little bit for them to get adjusted, but they're playing well. They're moving the ball with Shima, and it seems to be working.
There's a catch, and flags grabbed everywhere. And, of course, Annabelle Fletcher.
Of course, she's everywhere. But that was a great catch by Mariah Marciano. Under pressure, she couldn't move anywhere because she had a defender right on her, but she still caught the ball and was able to move the move the chains.
Northwest sideline getting some smiles. Fule back to pass. Settles in and gets it knocked away. They rushed just one, but found a way to get to the passer.
And that's at Sarah Moeller again. She doesn't quit trying to get to the quarterback there. She just keeps working hard, and it's been 1 versus 2, and she's been able to get there and make pressure and make mistakes.
And when you say 1 versus 2, there's 1 person rushing and 2 people trying to block her, and she finds a way.
Yes. Ravens will need to sign her.
Yeah. A fully back to pass, settles into the pocket, now is going to run. And a flag grabbed at the 31. So that will not be enough for the first down.
It's got about 8 yards.
You allude to last night's game. Whew. Ravens down 21-7, and they miss an extra point, and they still find a way to send the Bengals home. They swept the Bengals this year. Oh, great inside pass catch And you see the athleticism. And there's a flag grab deep down the field. But credit the catch.
Maya Jackman there with that catch and, awesome amount of yards after the play. She didn't stop. She doesn't seem to care about, someone coming at her. She's going to keep going. And
she had a TD earlier on a similar crossing route. Now she is now split wide left. Afule looks for Jackman.
Ooh.
And pass broken up.
That looked like it hurt.
By Annabelle Fletcher. Jackman down on the play. And she doesn't look great.
No, it was a great route, and she seems to land awkwardly. Seems like she lands right on her cleat.
Yeah. And you see her go down with that grimace. We'll step away for just a moment. 15-12 your score. Ravens rise. High school football showcase.
The $6 meal deal is here. It starts with Duncan's legendary coffee, a toasty, melty bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich, and a crispy, crumbly order of hash browns. It's kind of the biggest deal in breakfast. The $6 meal deal, available now.
Tap into the sports market with Corgan Sports Enterprises. CSE has put on hundreds of events throughout its history, and we possess the tools to give your company exposure in the sports industry. CSE has decades of experience helping great companies like Care First, Pandora, New Balance, and Toyota to put their best foot forward in the marketing space, as well as provide spectacular event management. Bring your dreams from conception to fruition at CorriganSports.com.
There's a happy crowd. Friday night. Beautiful setting. Some friends seeing themselves on the big screen.
It's fun to watch them realize that they're up there.
As Northwest 2nd and goal. Oh, and the ball gets knocked out of her hand. That is a strip. And now we get a flag on the far side. Procedural violation of some kind. And they're pointing that way.
Hartman doesn't seem happy. She's trying to explain herself.
Let's look at a replay of it. You see the scrambles to her right. And just knocks the ball out. Automatic first down for Northwest. See what Afule can dial up, the junior quarterback who has stepped in for Julia Clark. Shioma fakes the jet sweep and then hits the runner, and flag grab by Fletcher just outside the 5-yard line. Sarah Moeller doing a great job on that defense. Emma Canisi, Reagan Ritchie, Casey Bittner, Peyton Harwood, all stars for Boonsboro. There's another quick sweep, and that time they drop the ball, and that kills the play immediately.
They do a lot of sweeps here. Surprised that they, fumbled that one. Normally they hand it off really well, and they're faking it well. So a rare fumble on that.
The old 15-12 game here at M&T Bank Stadium. Northwest with the ball, knocking on the end zone. Afule looking up the middle, and she hits it, connects it, and that will count. Great play in the middle of the field. And that is Jaslina Madden with the touchdown.
Again, they're just, they're moving it down the field. They're consistently gaining yards every play, and it just, it's working out in their favor. they're doing a great job, Northwest, of just continuously moving the ball.
And they love those crossing routes.
Yes.
They've done a fabulous job completing passes to players running across the field. And they come for the point after attempt as they now lead 18-15. Jump pass and no good. And it'll stay 18-15. Boonsboro will have possession. 4:20 remaining in the game. And we get a nail biter.
Yes, another one.
As we like to say, Canty, not only is it a barn burner, but it's going to take the first 3 rows of corn with it.
Where do you come up with these things?
That's a good old Keith Jackson.
Ah.
Oh, that was almost a pick. Oh, you could see that ball was in the air for a long time.
She wanted that.
Yeah, that could have iced it right there. It was almost a nice breakup, effectively, by Rebecca Michael John.
Yeah, she seemed like the defender in that play.
Isabella Dadsey had her heart set on something else. Dadsey was going. Second and about 7. Hartman steps up, throws it deep. Fletcher, they can't connect that time. That was the shot right there. Canty Bailey, you make that catch. I've seen you make that catch time and time again.
She almost had it. And I feel like she was going for that one-handed grab. It would have been awesome.
She was just trying to get anything on it. What a great throw by Hartman, too. Hartman, the freshman, Fletcher, the senior. You see her leading that huddle. Here's a replay, and you can tell she just steps up. She wants it, gets a great piece of it. Just a smidge too far. And a flag comes out, and Boonsboro starts celebrating. That's going to be an automatic first down. Or is it? They're not moving the far chain.
But it's first, so 1st and 1.
I know they have the yard to gain. I guess automatic first down is a comfortable feeling right now if you're Boonsboro.
Yeah.
You got 4 downs to get a yard, but they also need to get some points. Oh, and there's the pass.
Hartman just lasers that ball.
She does. She does. I'd love to see a replay of this and see where both hands of the defender, Isabella Dadsey, were, but she'll get credit for the breakup. Here it is. That was a little bit behind her. Dadsey clean on it. They're going to take a timeout with 2 minutes remaining.
Oh, just a quick one.
Just a quickie. And here's Hartman, very comfortable in the pocket right now, but it's collapsing quickly. Throws to the center. No flag grab. A second player gets it. Number 14, Lori Benipa.
I feel like Hartman wanted to go far on that one. But it's great that she had that, Morgan Cook was there and able to catch the ball and gain some yards after the catch.
And that'll give them the first down. 1:50 remaining now. As we see a nervous Northwest sideline. They rush 2 and now throw it back to, they tried a little double reverse, and then back to the Philly special. And the clock is stopped at 1:42. Absolute thriller here at M&T Bank Stadium. Booker Corrigan, Canty Bailey bringing it to you. All part of the Ravens Rise High School Football Showcase. An absolute treat. Here we go with more.
Playing it again.
No flag grab deep down the middle.
Oh.
A lot of contact.
Not enough.
But not enough. Letting them play.
That was a great hustle play by Rebecca Michael-John. She's all over the field.
And you see Miley Hartman, the freshman, talking to the referee like she's a senior. And the ref just turned and walked away. He said, eh.
You got to love when they just do that. Yeah.
Hartman. Northwest rushes 2. They completed to Fletcher. Hartman to Fletcher.
Oh, and a flag.
And a flag comes in late. Looked like they may have a little bit too much contact.
Some of us may be forgetting it's flag football.
Yeah. Annabelle Fletcher, over the course of the day, 381 yards receiving.
It's insane. Considering the field's only 80 yards.
Yeah. And then you have Miley Hartman starting quarterback as a freshman, and then playing defense, runs back the point after attempt for 80 yards. And yes, Annabelle Fletcher did get taken down on that one. That's a good call by the official. Hartman steps up, and the flag is grabbed.
Again.
Who else? Number 2, Amiver, the senior. And now 1:15 on the clock, and Boonsboro will take a timeout with that being inbounds. Good look at that Northwest huddle. Talking about the defense.
Their defense has been playing great. Probably, focusing in on what each person needs to do individually and how they work together as a team, but they are playing very well.
Great coaches and support staff for Northwest. Coach Anthony, along with Elizabeth, Emily, Katie, Kendra, and Kevin. And Chad Hartman, the head coach of Boonsboro. Assisted by Misty Day. And here we go. 2nd and 11. Hartman steps up, gets it off. Deep to Fletcher. No, you didn't. Tell me you didn't. Tell me somehow that you did. Oh, my goodness.
You give Hartman the time, you give the coaching staff the time to make that play, and they will, every time it's a touchdown.
That is absolutely insane. Hartman, the freshman, stands there as if she's in line at 7-Eleven or at Rofo.
Even more calm.
Yeah. I've seen. And it is now 21-18. Hartman packet collapsing, and there goes the flag.
Oh, Eunice got the flag extremely quickly on that one. They've been pressuring the quarterback.
Eunice wearing the headband. Easy to identify.
Yes.
And here's the play. Here's the bomb. And you just see Fletcher go across the field, make the catch. And she's like, I can't believe I ate the whole thing.
From midfield.
Yeah.
It's unreal.
And now Boonsboro is set with defending. 1:07 remaining in the game. Foulier rolls a little bit left. Pass is picked off. And that's insane. It's also
Fletcher.
Annabelle Fletcher. Now we're trying to see, make sure we get the call right. They're marching somewhere.
Uh-oh, might be taken away.
Here's the... It is not an interception. I'll tell you, we need somebody down there with a radio and a referee.
We don't have the automatic review here.
Fully gets out of bounds.
That was a smart play by Shioma to, nothing there. You can't waste time.
Here's the play. And they say it touched the ground, maybe?
They're saying Moeller made contact with the quarterback when he threw it.
Roughing the passer. Yep, there. I just saw it immediately after the. Okay, good call.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Still a great play.
Still, yeah.
Unfortunate.
Second down and long. Foulée looking. Just lobs it up. And that is knocked down. That'll bring up 3rd and long. And right now, Northwest has got some rough sledding. 40 seconds on the clock. 3rd and long. 3rd and 14.
Whew. Boonsboro is seem to do a 3-2-2, holding them back deep so that they can't get all the touchdown yards.
And try to get them down inbounds if they happen to complete it. The 3-2-2 defense sideline pattern again knocked away, and this will bring up 4th down.
I love how much all of them, both teams, are fighting for that ball in the air.
Great shot of Morgan Cook. She played well today in all the games that we've seen.
It's a big play.
You don't think so?
Yeah,
Foulée looking to step up, and now she's going to have to run it. The flag is grabbed, and that'll do it. Jubilation for Boonsboro, heartbreak for Northwest. And Northwest played so incredibly well.
Love the enthusiasm from the coach. But great play by Hartman. She's been all over the quarterback all night. So it kind of seems fitting to end it on that.
And you see the dive for the grab. Great work by our folks in the truck. And that is Sarah Moeller, I think, number 14, playing that defensive line. And there it is. What a great shot. Thanks, guys. That is superb work by our truck.
Great hustle play.
Huge thank you. Our unbelievable producer, Ryan Corrigan, and all he does. And, of course, his assistant, Blake Hambone Corrigan. The great Blake. And a little sideline penalty against Northwest. That's okay. They played an unbelievable day. Big win in their first quarterfinal game, and then they had this one, then they were down in it, then they had it again, and then somehow Annabelle Fletcher, the heartbreaker.
It's been a big back and forth game, another close game, and again, Serum with the quick flag grab to kind of stop her, keep her in bounds, so that, or no, she was able to get out of bounds, I guess. Incredible efforts so far.
I believe Northwest used the timeout to stop the clock with 20 seconds to go. 21-18. Boonsboro and Coach Chad Hartman poised to make a run at the finals. And that's where you want to stay, and the flag grabber's got to know to get her out of bounds.
Yeah, let her go.
There's some happy fans. And that's it. That is all she wrote. Boonsboro advances 21-18 over Northwest. Congratulations to Northwest and their incredible coaching staff, and of course their unbelievably athletic players. That was a back and forth.
It was, yes, it was back and forth, working hard the entire time. Great play by both teams.
Athletes, and you see the value of being able to grab those flags. Now, somehow, Boonsboro's gotta find a way to get some rest.
Wait, hold on. Are we?
No. Wait. For Canty Bailey, I'm Booker Corrigan reminding you, you only get one shot at today.
Hi, this is Diana Flores, quarterback and captain of Team Mexico National Flag Football Team. It makes me feel super happy to know that we all share the same passion and love for flag football. This sport has grown amazingly in the past years, and I cannot wait to see where you all are gonna take this game. Let's keep pushing the game forward together. Dream big and never give up. I hope to see some of you at the Olympic Games in LA 28.
They made him run one more play because there were 3 seconds left. So now it's official. That was what it was. Things happen the way they happen. And we get to flash the lights one more time.
You know what? I think that was it. They just wanted a reason to do the lights again.
Canty Bailey with the line of the night. I think they just wanted to do it one more time. We'll be back for the championship game, and it will be a fabulous Clarksburg versus Boonsboro for Canty Bailey. And once again, Booker Corrigan reminding you, you only get one shot at today.
The $6 meal deal is here. It starts with Duncan's legendary coffee, a toasty, melty bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich, and a crispy, crumbly order of hash browns. It's kind of the biggest deal in breakfast. The $6 meal deal, available now.
Tap into the sports market with Corrigan Sports Enterprises. CSE has put on hundreds of events throughout its history, and we possess the tools to give your company exposure in the sports industry. CSE has decades of experience helping great companies like Care First, Pandora, New Balance, and Toyota to put their best foot forward in the marketing space, as well as provide spectacular event management. Bring your dreams from conception to fruition at CorriganSports.com.
Hey, yo, Deal, what time is it?
It's time to grab that flag. All right, hit me, Nate. Oh! Time out. Hey! Baltimore is bursting with flags.
1 year after kicking off their high school flag football initiative, the Ravens continue to expand their mission for female student athletes in the state of Maryland.
Joining this season are schools from Baltimore City, Montgomery County, and Washington County for a grand total of 53 schools in all.
And all that amazing action this fall will conclude with the championship game at M&T Bank Stadium later this week.
Hey everybody, welcome to M&T Bank Stadium. We're so happy you're here. This is Baltimore Ravens head coach John Harbaugh. Congratulations all on a historic season. Tonight, history will continue to be written as one team will be crowned the Maryland High School Girls Flag Football Champion. You've all played a part in this story, and we hope that your quest to the ultimate goal is achieved through teamwork, hard work, and love for the game.
This is Lamar Jackson, quarterback of the Baltimore Ravens. I wanted to wish you good luck as you look to cement your school's legacy in the history books. Be so proud of the work that has brought you to the finals and leave it all out on the field. Everyone is rallying behind you. Be great and go Ravens.
Hi, this is Diana Flores, quarterback and captain of Team Mexico National Flag Football Team. It makes me feel super happy to know that we all share the same passion and love for flag football. This sport has grown amazingly in the past years, and I cannot wait to see where you all are gonna take this game. Let's keep pushing the game forward together. Dream big and never give up. I hope to see some of you at the Olympic Games in LA 28. Play hard and have fun. Good luck tonight.
It's the state championship of the girls' high school flag football in the state of Maryland. Booker Corrigan and Canty Bailey bringing it to you from M&T Bank Stadium, all part of the Ravens Rise High School Football Showcase. Canty, how impressed with these teams are you?
Extremely impressed. With it, especially with being the second season of flag football, the girls are running crazy routes. The coaches are making some insane plays, and great defense, great teamwork. It's just been a really fun couple days to watch all of them play.
And here you see them coming out of the tunnel. The smoke is ready. As much as we want to watch Ray Lewis or Canty Bailey come out of that tunnel, there are two teams, Boonsboro and Clarksburg have made it here. This is Boonsboro, who just found a way to outlast Northwest.
That was a
semifinal. That was an insane game.
Just back and forth. Great hustle by both teams, and ended up at the end being a big defensive plays that won it.
That great flag grabs. I say that, fans who are watching, Canty Bailey, one of the great flag grabbers in her career in flag football, as we see Clarksburg take the field for the state championship game. The Ravens cheerleaders are here. Both teams brought their cheerleaders. Both teams brought their fans. We got Pose here. We got all kinds of Ravens, to various Robinson. We got Simpson. We got West. We got Rice and Badejo.
They all came out.
They all came out. This is the big one, as they like to say. And Clarksburg will be in blue. And their quarterback, Aisha Jones Robinson. We talk about the unfortunate turn of the tables as we look at the brackets brought to you by Dunkin' Donuts. You see Boonsboro and Northwest, they just played. They finished their game 15 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Now, Clarksburg and Urbana, they beat Urbana. That was an hour and 20 minutes ago. So it's not like they got that much rest, but by golly, they're really a quick turnaround, and the kids love it.
It's just, it shows the fast pace of the game, the fact that they're able to turn around.
And you say the fast pace of the game, and right away I jump at that at game time. Games are 40 minutes long with two 20-minute halves and a 3-minute halftime running clock for the first 19. Go ahead, take it from there, game.
It is nonstop. I think, when you hear 40 minutes and 20-minute halves, you don't think, these girls are going the whole time. And a lot of them, on both teams, we're seeing their star players are playing both offense and defense, and they're not getting off the field.
The
and
$6 meal deal is here.
Just go back to back to back to back is awesome, and just shows their true athleticism, which has been fun to watch tonight.
It has been absolutely spectacular. A great shot of the Coyotes. Player to watch, Destiny Turner. Where isn't she on the field? The sideline.
Exactly. She was everywhere in the last game. She had interceptions. She had touchdowns. She was grabbing flags in the midfield. It was great watching her play. She's just an all-around player.
And then player to watch, why not pick a freshman? Right?
Who would have thought?
Miley Hartman. Wow.
And, I think the best part of Hartman is she doesn't play like a freshman. She has such confidence when she's got the ball. She takes her time. She finds her open teammate. And she plays some great defense as well.
I love how you said teammate, that's a broadcaster's gaffe by you, because she hits Annabelle Fletcher all the time.
Yes.
But Rebecca Michael John is also out there.
Yes.
Right? She has some other targets.
She does.
You did say teammate because two unbelievable bombs to Annabelle Fletcher to clinch the game over Northwest. We've seen 8 teams here today.
Mm-hmm.
All of them. We've seen games prior to that. This is the culmination of all that, and we really need to thank the Ravens and their community outreach program and all they do to help just be a great franchise.
I mean, this has been the things that they've done for, these girls just today. You watching them, they're running out of the tunnel like the Ravens did last night. And, just bringing in all the alumni and bringing in players, it's a great experience for the girls. And it's just been a lot of fun.
And you talk about great franchises, and the Ravens do it. I'm going to pop quiz you here, and it's not Stump the Expert Day. Who's the owner of the Baltimore Ravens?
Bisciotti.
Okay. I wanted to say that you don't know, because I think a great owner stays out of the picture. They do enough. They do enough to win championships, and that's why you know Steve Bisciotti knows the team, because you've seen him holding the Lombardi Trophy. That's how you become.
Hopefully one more time.
And you do these things.
Yes.
That's what great franchises do, and that's why Baltimore is so fortunate to have Steve Bisciotti and John Harbaugh, the coach. I mean, he's doing messages to the kids on the video board.
You know, you've got players out here doing the coin toss right now. It's just a great atmosphere.
They've decided to give him the most confusing coin in all of history. The head is actually a tail. And you take the ball.
Oh,
they
no good?
Deferred. They deferred. I take the ball, but it's just my.
I don't know. You know, I think, you know, one of our semifinals, they scored a touchdown and then they got the ball in the second half, and you kind of get that opportunity to go 2 for 0.
The double dip, as we like to say. It is going to be Boonsboro against Clarksburg. Boonsboro will be in the white. There's Boonsboro in the white. They just played in blue, so please forgive. It was 18 minutes ago they were wearing blue, so help me out here, folks.
Might take a second.
Yep. Clarksburg in the blue. And again, Destiny Turner, stud. Aisha Robinson, stud. Summerlin Ford, stud. They are all so good. We're going to step away just for a moment. The state championship game of Maryland State Girls High School flag football when we return to M&T Bank Stadium.
The $6 meal deal is here. It starts with Duncan's legendary coffee, a toasty, melty bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich, and a crispy, crumbly order of hash browns. It's kind of the biggest deal in breakfast. The $6 meal deal, available now.
Tap into the sports market with Corgan Sports Enterprises. CSE has put on hundreds of events throughout its history, and we possess the tools to give your company exposure in the sports industry. CSE has decades of experience helping great companies like Care First, Pandora, New Balance, and Toyota to put their best foot forward in the marketing space, as well as provide spectacular event management. Bring your dreams from conception to fruition at CorriganSports.com.
Hey, yo, Deal, what time is it?
It's time to grab that flag. All right, hit me, Nate. Oh! Time out. Hey! Baltimore's bursting with flags.
1 year after kicking off their high school flag football initiative, the Ravens continue to expand their mission for female student athletes in the state of Maryland.
Joining this season are schools from Baltimore City, Montgomery County, and Washington County for a grand total of 53 schools in all.
And all that amazing action this fall will conclude with the championship game at M&T Bank Stadium later this week.
The $6 meal deal is here. It starts with Duncan's legendary coffee, a toasty, melty bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich, and a crispy, crumbly order of hash browns. It's kind of the biggest deal in breakfast. The $6 meal deal, available now. Starts with Duncan's legendary coffee, a toasty, melty bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich, and
Corgan Sports Enterprises. CSE has put on hundreds of events throughout its history, and we possess the tools to give your company exposure in the sports industry. CSE has decades of experience helping great companies like Care First, Pandora, New Balance, and Toyota to put their best foot forward in the marketing space, as well as provide spectacular event management. Bring your dreams from conception to fruition at CorriganSports.com.
The $6 meal deal is here. It starts with Duncan's legendary coffee, a toasty, melty bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich, and a crispy, crumbly order of hash browns. It's kind of the biggest deal in breakfast. The $6 meal deal, available now.
To go into Duncan and gobble. And there you have it. The teams are getting psyched. That is Boonsboro, fresh off a big win Clarksburg lost the toss, and Boonsboro deferred. I wonder if that was to give their guys a little bit of their offense, a little rest.
That might have been a good coaching move. They don't look tired, but maybe the coach is thinking ahead.
Inside throw, quick flag grab. Gain of a couple. Ella Geary with the catch.
McKenna Johnson with that flag grab. She's been doing that all night.
Freshman McKenna Johnson.
My bad.
Yeah.
It's unreal.
Johnson up the middle, and it's completed. Aisha Jones-Robinson.
With Destiny Turner.
Yep. We got a couple combos in this game, but right now it's Aisha Jones-Robinson, the sophomore. She's the grittier quarterback of the two. They both are talented. Oh boy, inside throw, just so close, can almost smell it.
Love the diving effort of that by Alex Blau. Just a little off on her pass. She keeps saying, my bad. It's still a 35, 40-yard pass.
Yeah.
You're okay.
You're doing work, girl. You are doing work. Aisha Jones-Robinson, over 64% completion this season. There's a middle one. And and a great illusion. Another one and a grab. Right at the 15-yard line. And we also have a hold against the defense. That's going to tack on some more. That's tough sledding for Boonsboro to start the game.
Great play by Destiny Turner. Great job avoiding, not letting them get the flag. And she continues to run. That's one of the great things that we've seen her do all season is, she just keeps going, even if they've got, so you never know. She keeps working hard for those extra yards, sorry.
Quick Patrick Mahomes-like pass. I'd love to see a replay of that from our end zone camera. We have the best camera crew in the business, by the way. Best producer, Ryan Corrigan, in the business. So lucky to have him on board. And, of course, his assistant producer, Blake Hambone. As we get a quick fake and touchdown run by Jones-Robinson. Aisha takes it in. And y'all sit back and enjoy the light show.
I feel like they keep getting better.
Yeah. Nothing exceeds like excess.
But that was a very smart, hopefully it was either replay, but very smart play by Aisha. She saw the opening and was able to capitalize and score the first 6 points.
Here's the point after try real quick. Another great play. They are putting it in the hands of Aisha Jones-Robinson early. That was a snap and like chest pass in basketball.
It was. I don't even think she didn't take a second. It was very quick.
There's the run in, and you see the elation, but now she knows. Got to get back in the huddle. And she goes right away to the two-hand pitch. Boom. Catch and throw.
Quick.
She got that pass off faster than a Kardashian can get an NBA player in a limousine. And they try to go deep to Fletcher right out of the gates.
I did not see that one coming. I will say, it's amazing how quickly Fletcher can get down the field.
Yep. They started the game going deep to Fletcher. Like, why not?
It's first play of the championship game. Why not try and throw 40 yards?
Tremendous athleticism all over the field. And a scramble by Hartman this time. She's going to try and gobble up some of that distance that they need, and that's going to give them a first down. They get the line to gain, move the chain.
Great heads-up play by Hartman to know where she had to go. She had to get to the 20, making sure that she got there so that they could have the first down.
Maya Hartman plays like the daughter of a coach. Here's Hartman poised down the right side, trying to hit her favorite target, Fletcher. And it's knocked away. I think that was Riri. Was that Rihanna?
It was Rihanna Brother, who in the semifinal game, she had technically, we'll give her 2 interceptions. One got taken away, but
agreed.
She had, she was there a lot, lots of, always
of
there
flag
for the
grabs.
Thank you. That was the words I couldn't think. Thank you.
Hartman looks up the middle. Now she's going to tuck it and go to the left. She is, eludes it. Now they have blockers. The blockers just hold their hands up. In girls flag football, blockers have to either keep their hands behind their back or over their head. So that's why you see that, because they can't commit a foul.
It's a great tactic, and they're very, it's fun to watch them, use their shoulder a little bit to it.
As you're saying that, I'm thinking to myself, if I'm an offensive line coach in the NFL, I would teach my linemen how to block with keep your hands behind your back. See how you do.
Yeah.
Lord knows they have enough practice time. There's a little double reverse action and deep down the field. And who's going to be at the end of it? It's not Fletcher. It's Michael John.
Michael John with the touchdown.
Sickness. Rebecca Michael John, the senior. Now, you got to pay attention to what happened in the backfield prior to the throw. But Boonsboro doing what Boonsboro does, throwing the ball deep. Chuck and duck, baby.
Hey, she can throw it, and her wide receivers are there to catch that ball.
Great play by Michael John, number 4 for Boonsboro, as they now have the point after. Hartman steps up momentarily, now runs to the right, looking a little bit like the catch from, and it bobbles around, hits the ground. And it's a big, because now it's 7-6. Those point afters.
They can be deal breakers.
I mean, listen, there's no way in the world Justin Tucker could ever miss a point after and then beat the Bengals. It just can't happen. If the Ravens were ever down 21-7 in the second half and they had Justin Tucker miss an extra point, there's no way. Here's a replay of the touchdown as I go popping off. Rebecca Michael John's like, hey, Bookman, how about talking about me? Look at this. Here's the flip to Hartman, and then she goes, sink. I'd like to say she could, as we see the play quick, I tell you what. It gets going. Jones Robinson with the incomplete pass. As I was saying, I'd like to say I could throw the ball as far as Miley Hartman, but she can throw it 40 yards further than I can.
She might be 45 for me. No, Clarksburg, I think, and maybe it's part of their tactic. They didn't do it as much in the semifinal, but considering that Boonsboro just played, I think Clarksburg's playing super quick with the ball and trying to catch them off guard.
Aisha Jones Robinson, the quarterback, just a sophomore. Empty backfield. Well blocked. Ooh, that's bodies hitting and a catch made. Oh, we're going to need a replay of that.
I might have an injury timeout, too.
There's my man, Adam Rudell, in the sweatshirt. He is absolutely, all he wants is the community to love the Ravens as much as the Ravens love the community. That's Adam Rudell right there wearing the lanyard. He's just one of the great people that the Ravens have in their organization. Here's a replay of it. There's the collision. Ooh. I think she has it. I got to tell you what, I'm giving her a catch there.
I think it is a catch.
I don't have a dog in the fight. I just think that's a catch.
I kind of agree.
We're going to step away for just a quick moment, but it's an absolute thrill to be here at M&T Bank Stadium, home of the Baltimore Ravens, who swept the Cincinnati Bengals this year.
A crispy, crumbly order of hash browns. It's kind of the biggest deal in breakfast. The $6 meal deal, available now.
Tap into the sports market with Corgan Sports Enterprises. CSE has put on hundreds of events throughout its history, and we possess the tools to give your company exposure in the sports industry. CSE has decades of experience helping great companies like Care First, Pandora, New Balance, and Toyota to put their best foot forward in the marketing space, as well as provide spectacular event management. Bring your dreams from conception to fruition at Corrigan Sports BoonsboroCheerleaders.com.
Some of the happy cheerleaders. There's Kendall Sanders. Hi, Kendall. Good to see you.
Look at those moves.
She's got her full name on the sweatshirt. That's awesome. That is so great. These people, everybody loves it. The people who got a chance to be here tonight are just loving it. These fans are lucky.
Yes. Oh.
And a quick run to get the first down by Jones Robinson. Yeah.
Or not. Yeah, and more.
Oh, yeah.
That was a great run.
And we're massive substitutions right now by Boonsboro. Like I'm looking at their sideline. Every player just came in and out.
Yes.
So I think that's a great move by Chad Hartman. I think he had some of his reserves in coming out of the injury timeout.
To give his starters a break if they've been going since, what, 3?
And also that's how you build a program, is by giving some people some minutes. Get a play, get it down.
These girls get to say they were able to play, in the state championship. A lot of freshmen on this team, a lot of freshmen on both teams, which is great for the future for both of us.
Oh, we get a pick. Jones Robinson threw it down the right side. Oh. And the flag is grabbed right at the 45.
McKenna Johnson with that interception. And then a great hustle play by Alex Bauer to get her flag so that she couldn't score the touchdown afterwards. But great run by McKenna. Great interception and a great run. Oh,
That's great acceleration.
It wasn't. It was Casey Bittner. Sorry.
That's what you said. You just have an accent. It sounded like McKenna Johnson, but it was really Casey Bittner. I heard it.
Thank you. Thank you.
I got your back. And now we're looking over the sideline, getting the play call. They're waiting for their ball. They like to play with the white ball. And it's going to be Boonsboro possession. Tell you what, after the night that Jamar Chase, number 1 for the Bengals had, I might keep my eye on number 1 on any team. Oh, a double bobble off of Michelson. Yeah, Jamar Chase, I tell you what, he can do that anytime he wants, as long as the Ravens win the game.
Or, and now that we've already played them twice, I'm good with him making all the catches.
Be all pro. And here comes Boonsboro now, second down. Hartman back to pass, looks right, and that's back, blocked away.
My girl Riri almost had another one.
Riri's getting a day today.
So focused.
Just a sophomore, too. Here's Hartman. Sets, delivers. Trying for her favorite target, Annabelle Fletcher, and we're back to third down and about 5. There's the snap. Rush 2, block 2. Pass into the middle of the field, and that is going to go awry. And once again, Prather on the defense. There she is.
She is reading the plays, and she is there and stepping up and not letting them make those passes.
And Boonsboro is going to go ahead and surrender the punt. Clarksburg will start from their own 14, which on your TV screen looks like the 24, but it's only an 80-yard field, as we see the sideline getting a little happy. Clarksburg pass deflected.
They're loving those quick passes right now. But that's been 14. Sarah Muller has been all over the place defensively all night. She's been getting interceptions. She's been getting the quarterback, blocking the ball.
Flag grabbed after the first down is gained, and that's going to put Clarksburg in a nice spot. Nice pass by Jones Robinson. Destiny Turner doing everything she can to help her organization. First down, they have to get to midfield for the first.
Oh.
Great flag grab that time. Looked like Hartman.
Good spin dodge. Thought she was going to get it.
Hartman, the freshman.
You can tell she's a leader.
Jones Robinson pass bobble. Unfortunate turn of events there. And again, you're exactly right, Canty. They like that quick pass.
And she's been getting them all. Like, it's impressive how quickly she can throw a 20-yard pass. You know, I feel like you got to step back and, you know, set up, but she's just able to get it very quickly.
A quick blitz by Boonsboro, but Jones Robinson eludes it and picks up the first down. And Clarksburg matriculating the ball down the field. Annabelle Fletcher with the flag grab as the clock trickles down to the 6-minute mark here, first half. Quick slant received.
And we've been talking all day about how, you know, obviously these girls are competitive, but watching them hand the flag back, they just seem, they're like, oh, here's your flag.
Yes. And I did allude to it a little bit earlier where it's the sportsmanship of it. They're playing, they're going to knock each other. Oh, the one-handed pick by Fletcher and the flag grab by Jones Robinson. By the way, that's a great flag grab.
Oh,
that was a sicker interception. I don't know how she grabbed the flag. That was a great play by Jones Robinson. I cannot. Well, here's the replay. This is breathtaking, I assure you.
Oh, that's Thursday night material.
Yeah.
Great play.
One hand rip.
And
that's SC top 10 material.
By golly. Stride?
Yeah.
It was unreal.
She really, she kind of looked like it was kind of cool. Like, yeah, I got this.
That's going to be on her highlight reel. Mount St. Mary's, call her.
Yeah. And here is Fletcher. Uses the spin dodge to get out of one would-be flag grabber. But it's then grabbed by Grace Gentili, the junior. And back to your comment about handing the flag back.
Oh, yes.
These girls will knock you right on your keister if you're not watching out. And then they'll hand you your flag and say, nice play.
Every time.
They do. They're great. There's Riri. Brianna Panther.
She, every time, she'll take a couple steps the other way, though.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not opposed to that. She's trying to, you know, get a little gain.
Yeah. And it goes so fast. We're already at the 4-minute mark.
These games are flying by.
You basically get 2 possessions a half.
And you got to make them count.
Yep. And the conversion, the point after.
Yes, we've seen, especially in the past couple games, how important that
Hartman
can be.
Deep down the middle, and it's knocked away. And it's going to bring up 4th down in Clarksburg territory. But I don't know what Boonsboro is going to do here. They're going to decide to punt. Yep. So Clarksburg will get possession on their own 14-yard line. Interesting decision there. As, the ball never controlled there.
No, she bobbled it a lot, but she ran with it the whole time. I thought she was going to be able to get it. Again, it's those quick passes that Aisha's been throwing, and you know, Boonsboro seems to be ready for him, more ready for him now.
They were ready for that one, and somehow in eluding, they picked up a couple quick yards.
I thought it was going to be an interception.
It looked like it. Great completion and catch by Grace Gentili. And Summerlin Ford also in on the play. And no time for replays in this game. Jones Robinson lobs it up. Goodness. And once again, Annabelle Fletcher up.
But I mean, like, Destiny Turner is tall, and she just jumped right up.
And a timeout on the field called by Clarksburg. 7-6 your score. Clarksburg in the lead. 2:14 to go. Ravens rise.
The $6 meal deal is here. It starts with Duncan's legendary coffee, a toasty, melty bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich, and a crispy, crumbly order of hash browns. It's kind of the biggest deal in breakfast. The $6 meal deal, available now.
Tap into the sports market with Corgan Sports Enterprises. CSE has put on hundreds of events throughout its history, and we possess the tools to give your company exposure in the sports industry. CSE has decades of experience helping great companies like Care First, Pandora, New Balance, and Toyota to put their best foot forward in the marketing space, as well as provide spectacular event management. Bring your dreams from conception to fruition at CorriganSports.com.
Great work by our folks in the booth. Look at it in the truck. Look at how high they look at the vertical leaps.
Both of them. That's unreal.
As back to live action, Jones Robinson deep down the middle, completed. Not enough for the first down, but Jones Robinson, she very poised. And now, I believe Clarksburg's going to use another TO because they're going to make something happen. Two minutes left in the half. And Jones Robinson is helping the ref a little bit. And she's giving some instructions. And we're back to action. Empty backfield for Aisha. Boonsboro with 4-1-2 defense right now. And now we're back to 2 minutes on the clock. And here's Jones Robinson. Fakes once and gets taken down. Flag first. So that'll be a sack. No flag on the play. Clock running at 1:46.
And Riley Hartman is just, or no, not Riley Hartman, wrong one. Sarah Moeller is just unbelievable at pressuring the quarterback. She's been doing it all night. She's got, it's her versus two Clarksburg defenders, and she is getting to the quarterback. She's making the pressure, and it's making the difference in the game.
Tenacious. And the stop will bring about a punt, which will give Boonsboro possession on their own 14, as we see Moeller off to the sideline. And now the Clarksburg defense gets some instruction. 14-yard line possession for Boonsboro as we see their offense. And you see Hartman checking her wristband, getting the play. And pursued hard to the right, gets out of bounds just after gaining a couple. And that'll stop the clock at 1:23 momentarily. And they're trying to get Annabelle Fletcher, number 1, open on one side. She is isolated, and they're doubling her. Clarksburg is double teaming Fletcher. Uh-oh. That's a... Ooh. You don't want to throw it that high across the field.
No, that...
Gets away with it. Clock now stopped at 1:17.
Clarksburg's doing a job of, great job of marking up and not letting them find that open player and forcing Hartman to kind of throw it into a crowd and hope they make that catch.
And we've seen teams put drives together, but here late in the half, the pressure, both teams have kind of 3-and-outed almost.
Yeah.
Here's Hartman. She has room to get the first, but she's going to chuck it deep. Where's Fletcher? Oh, they get it! Michael John. No, it's Fletcher. Good Lord willing, and the creek doesn't rise.
40-yard
She might
pass.
have 7 touchdowns. And now we get a timeout called.
I feel like Hartman's going to need a back massage. She's been, we're on game 3 of the day, and she just threw a 40-yard pass at the end of the first half.
That is an impressive chuck.
Just unreal.
And whether it's going to Michael John or Fletcher, they're both reaping the benefits of that arm.
Yes.
Coach Chad Hartman has 1 assistant coach. Not a bad way to do it.
No. But they're doing it right. Making it to the state championship.
7-6 your score. Late first half action. Nothing but great athletes and tough competitors on the field. As we see another replay of that just absolute bomb. And we're back to live action. Hartman scrambles to her left and gets the flag taken. What a great defensive play by number 9, Logan Edwards.
They've been pressuring all day, but for her to get that sack, that was a huge sack. Great play.
And we talk about the importance of grabbing those flags. And now Clarksburg will take a timeout. Oh, they have an injured player. I'm sorry. And it looks like Destiny Turn. Was that 11? Is that 11?
Yeah. Oh, no.
Ooh, that is not great news for her. We'll have more when we get back. We're going to step away just for a sec.
The $6 meal deal is here. It starts with Duncan's legendary coffee, a toasty, melty bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich, and a crispy, crumbly order of hash browns. It's kind of the biggest deal in breakfast. The $6 meal deal, available now.
Tap into the sports market with Corgan Sports Enterprises. CSE has put on hundreds of events throughout its history, and we possess the tools to give your company exposure in the sports industry. CSE has decades of experience helping great companies like Care First, Pandora, New Balance.
Yep. And here we are back to live action, late first half. Hartman drops back to pass, scrambles to her right, and deep down the middle, incomplete. That's going to bring up 3rd.
But there's a flag on the play.
And a flag, and it's against Clarksburg.
So I think at the end, right before she made that pass, one of the defenders just kind of ran into one of the linemen. Can't do in flag football.
No, you cannot. And I will tell you, we've seen a lot of football today.
We have.
And the referees deserve to be congratulated because they've done an amazing job. Here's a brief replay of it. You see Hartman, and as we watch that, we see she also back to live action. Hartman crossing pattern. Michael John, flag grabbed immediately for very little gain. 17-16, clock tick, 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 tick.
But enough for a first down.
First down, but there's only 9 seconds left in the half. They got to go to the end zone here. This is it. Get it to the end zone. Guard number 1. Oh, she completes it. I don't know how she did. Michael John.
Great.
Rebecca Michael John settles down in the corner, but we have a penalty. There is a flag on the play. And they're going to call it a hold.
Got to booze in the crowd.
And that should do it for the half. They don't on an offensive penalty, the half can end. On a defensive penalty, the half cannot end. So there it is. The half is over. The half has concluded. 7-6 your score. Tight spaces, tight scoring, a lot of great action, athletes and competitors all over the field. 7-6 your score. Wait till you see what we have coming up at halftime.
The $6 meal deal is here. It starts with Duncan's legendary coffee, a toasty, melty bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich, and a crispy, crumbly order of hash browns. It's kind of the biggest deal in breakfast. The $6 meal deal, available now.
Tap into the sports market with Corrigan Sports Enterprises. CSE has put on hundreds of events throughout its history, and we possess the tools to give your company exposure in the sports industry. CSE has decades of experience helping great companies like Care First, Pandora, New Balance, and Toyota to put their best foot forward in the marketing space, as well as provide spectacular event management. Bring your dreams from conception to fruition at CorriganSports.com.
Hey, yo, Deal, what time is it?
It's time to grab that black. All right, hit me, Nate. Oh! Time out. Hey! Baltimore's bursting with flags.
1 year after kicking off their high school flag football initiative, the Ravens continue to expand their mission for female student athletes in the state of Maryland.
Joining this season are schools from Baltimore City, Montgomery County, and Washington County for a grand total of 53 schools in all.
And all that amazing action this fall will conclude with the championship game at M&T Bank Stadium later this week.
Halftime here at M&T Bank Stadium. Booker Corrigan, Canty Bailey bringing it to you. 7-6 your score. Clarksburg over Boonsboro in the girls' flag football state championship game. And all of this brought to you as part of Ravens Rise high school football showdown. Here's some highlights, just like the rug ties the room together. Halftime highlights tie the game together. You like Jones Robinson?
She's been playing great football all night. Those quick passes that she's been seeing. And then, you know, on the other side, Hartman has just been throwing bombs.
Rebecca Michael John run it into the tunnel on that one. Thrilled with it. And there's the big interception. Great flag grab there by Jones Robinson. And there's another one. That is Annabelle Fletcher. Absolutely insane one-handed.
Oh, yes. Hopefully we'll see that pass. But just great defensive, like, you know, Sarah Moeller just working hard to get that flag from Aisha.
And there's more just great defense as we jump right back into the second half. This is fabulous action. Hartman back to pass. Rolls to her left. High pass, and it's picked off. Throws late down the middle and pays a price. And that is a huge turn of events.
Hartman was under pressure and threw it, and
Grace Gentili with the pick, number 16. Wow.
Grace was just ready. But there was great pressure by Clarksburg, and, you know, then they were there to make that interception.
And they go right after it. Jones Robinson again with that quick release. Really letting it rip. And they go right back to the line of scrimmage. No huddle for them. Jones Robinson looks right, now comes back to her left. Lob pass into the end zone, no good. Just out of reach. And that'll bring it to 3rd and 10.
Jones Robinson has been great at getting those quick looks, hiking the ball quickly and finding her teammates open as soon as the ball is hiked.
Yep.
And that one just unfortunately went right through her hands. But
here's Jones Robinson running for it. That's going to bring up 4th and goal now from the 6-yard line. And this is a huge stand.
Would you go for it?
Yes. The analytics say you should go for it. Thank you, Canty.
Just let it ask.
Yeah. Al Michaels and Kirk Herbstreit were up here last night, and now the A-team's up here. Pass inside, and they're going to call it a catch. That's good. Touchdown, Give me the lights. Bright lights, big city. And that's going to stretch the lead right now. Great catch by number 10, Brooke Bailey. Christina Lorfels also, and Jones Robinson runs it in.
Waste no time.
Yeah. Krista Lorfels with the junior with the great catch.
Just kind of increasing that lead for Clarksburg over here. You know, Jones Robinson has been quick on that draw every time, and that is another example for that extra point. She doesn't even wait. She's running right in to score the touchdown.
The QB draw, and that puts it at a 2-score game. That's going to be tough unless they can find a way. Hartman, again, rolls left. No flag grabbed that time. Rolling right this time, her strong side, and a full no flag.
She had both her favorite targets.
Yeah, intended for Michael John right there. And I didn't. And there you see the disappointment on Hartman's face.
I think Clarksburg's pressure is getting to her a little bit. She's getting a little frustrated.
And if they can force her to her left, it's a tougher throw, much tougher throw.
Yes.
Comfortable snap. It's only second down. Rolls right, short throw, incomplete, and Rihanna Prather on the coverage. It's tough to throw on her side of the field.
Yes, it is. She's there. She's right on them. Makes it difficult to find find that open player and give him the ball, even for someone who's done it as well as Hartman has tonight.
And here is Hartman again, rolling to her right, gets the pass off and deflected by a couple folks. Of course, Rihanna Prather again in on the coverage, and they will opt for the punt. And that's going to give Clarksburg the ball right back. As we see Hartman walking off. She'll get a little rest as Aisha Jones Robinson gets set to take a snap. And you can hear the Boonsboro faithful telling them to shake it off or else they're singing Taylor Swift. One of the two.
Either which is good.
Great flag grab that time. Number 8, Heather McLean.
Again, politely giving it back to her.
Yeah, looking for her. Here's your flag. I got you. They don't even say I got you, but I would.
Yeah. But they don't move so that you know the ball is right here.
That was enough to get the first down. As Jones Robinson, now just a sophomore, but wily enough to know to run a little bit of clock. The clock's your friend right now. Let it run. They'll hear the referees count the play clock. Yep.
Such smart.
Yep. And there's that quick chest pass type throw and another great flag grab by Heather McLean.
Just great. They're running running time off the clock, which you should, and I totally support. And then she's still doing that quick pass.
Yep. Summerlin Ford that time, the receiver. And they're right back to it, and they are clearly milking the clock. And now, Canty, when's the point where you take your foot off the gas? Because it's tough to put it back on.
It is. And I think, it's a state championship. I think there's a time and a place not to, and I think your state championship is one you don't, because you can't lose that. I support waiting, milking the clock a little bit, but they're still trying to get a touchdown.
Oh, here you go. They get the first down and the flag grab at the 45.
Great pass. Great catch by Krista Lorpis. You know, again, we can milk the clock, but we're still playing our game. We're ready to go. I think that's a smart call by the coaches. And Jones Robinson for doing it.
And you see Aisha go up and give a couple instructions to her snapper. And she is waiting as long as she can. Quick pass right to the center. And flag grab by Fletcher.
It's good blitz by Boonsboro. Made her throw that, you know, quickly. The only person she could even look at was the hiker, and, you know, everyone else was there, so she couldn't get too far.
Layla Augusto with the catch, and they're right back in it. Empty backfield. And Boonsboro now in a 5-1-2 defense, 4-1-2, excuse me. They rush 2, and Jones Robinson able to elude momentarily, and that'll bring up 3rd and long. As the clock's at 11:11 now.
Now you got to make a play. You know.
But it's also, you know, we go all the way back to that interception early in the second half.
Yeah.
You know Jones Robinson's likely going to run this ball.
Be a good play call if she did.
Yeah. Because she also happens to be very good at it.
Yes.
She is very talented. And they are letting it run. Ooh, and that might be called a knock. That might be a flag, and it is. That's a knockdown, and that's a tough turn of events. As the clock continues to run, and there's the call. It's going to go against Boonsboro. And that's an automatic first down also. So more time will tick away. And Clarksburg with all the time in the world right now. No hurry. As they are deep inside Boonsboro territory. And they are waiting and waiting and waiting.
You got all the time in the world.
1st and goal. And there's the pickoff. Fletcher has it. Annabelle Fletcher with the spin move to get away. And this is gonna go. Oh no. The beast in me is caged by frail and fragile bars. Restless by day.
That is a game changer.
But at night reads and rages at the stars. Wow, Annabelle Fletcher. No, you didn't.
She read that all the way through and was able to finish and, you know, excel. I will say great effort by Alex Bauer defensively for Clarksburg to try to catch her. I thought no one would have even come close.
Yep.
But she hustled and almost caught her. So that was a great play. But Annabelle Fletcher just read that.
Here's the point after, and they've already failed on one, so it's a... And there's Fletcher. The spin move. And look at the hustle. That is tracking her down, but just can't get there. Alex Blauer. There goes Blauer. And there goes Fletcher. Two of the better athletes I've seen in a long time at any level.
Yes.
And now we have a brief break in the action as they get set for the point after.
which will be important.
And they're going for 2 here. So they're going from the 10-yard line.
Oh,
They're going for
all
the
right. I like
two-point
that
conversion.
Call.
Sure. Well, they have to.
Yeah, you got it.
I tell you, you know who wins the 14-13 game? The team with 14. They're undefeated. Hartman back to pass, throws deep into the corner. A lot of contact. No flags. Oh, Coach Hartman down there telling the ref that his mouthwash ain't making it.
Great defensive play by Jones Robinson on that.
Yeah, who else?
And that, again, we're seeing so many of these girls playing both sides of the ball, and it's awesome. She's got to be tired, though. She's going to sleep good tonight.
She's going to sleep very, very well.
Hopefully with a state championship in her hand.
And they are right up to the ball clock at 8:07 and running. And I really think she might be under strict instructions not to throw the ball. Not that she's not good at throwing it, but it just...
Well, when you can run like that.
Boonsboro has painted themselves into a little bit of a corner here with the failed conversion attempts.
Yeah.
And there's some Warriors. Some fans jacked up about their squad.
But, in the same sense, Boonsboro's been playing great defense, so, it's still a 2-point game.
And there's still 7:20 on the clock.
True.
So you can't rest on your laurels. They haven't popped the champagne yet. There's a political joke in there somewhere, but we're not going to talk about it.
Thanks.
But here we go. Jones Robinson throws it deep down the middle. Incomplete. Great effort. Blauer looked like she was going for it. Blauer, just a junior. She'll be back. As we get a look at number 20, Casey Bittner, the senior for Boonsboro. There's some happy Boonsboro players. Always contributing. Of course, Savannah Bittner. And 2nd down and 11. And they are waiting. There's the snap. Quick pass. And again, that is to Blauer. She's got jets, and that's a 1st down.
But that was a great quick grab of the flag by Hartman because she was going.
Yeah. Jones Robinson again, letting all the time go. As you hear them counting it out, they are milking everything they can out of it. And that is knocking the ball away. And the ref doesn't even throw his flag. He just walks out. Wait, they're going to come together and talk. They're going to try and sort it out. Kind of like my man Andy, the dealer down at Ed's Tavern, with my man Nemo raising the bet. Nemo, he's 87 years old. He never misses Tuesday night poker.
Really?
Yep. And the call is made. And it's going against Clarksburg, the Coyotes. And you see that Sarah Moeller kind of was bummed out.
Yeah, it kind of seemed like she thought it was her foul.
Second down and you tell me. 2nd down in Garrett County.
47?
Yeah.
Oh.
And that's just
That's
a
a
slipping.
flag.
Is that a flag?
Yeah, she got the flag.
Oh, she grabbed. I'm sorry. I thought you meant penalty flag.
Oh, no, sorry.
Folks
Yeah.
at home, I apologize. And now it's 3rd and wicked long. And Jones Robinson's going some palms up right there. Again, great play by Sarah Moeller. Flag grabber extraordinaire.
This is a long one for Clarksburg.
Third and a country mile. And they're just going to let it tick away. It's 3:10 now on the clock. Flag is grabbed.
Ooh.
She grabbed it on the 32, so they're going to opt to punt.
I hope.
Yeah. and the clock is still ticking. So you know that Boonsboro wants to get down there, get their ball on the field, because they do bring their own ball.
But I mean, you know, in this sense, Clarksburg, they killed 7 minutes off the clock. You know, I feel like you always think like, oh, we had a punt that was frustrating, you want to score a touchdown, but they killed 7 minutes. You know, and Boonsboro's just at the 10, 15.
Hartman back to pass, rolls right, has a pursuer, she throws it away. That's fine. They need one of those where they set Hartman up on the outside and then do the toss to her, the reverse play with her throwing it.
Yes. They've done like the triple reverse. That's what they do.
And timeout taken by Clarksburg.
Or not.
A 2-minute warning also. 2 minutes left in the game. Just say in the half. Here's Hartman. Rolls left. Comes back to her right. Throws deep down the middle. Has a receiver, but Jones Robinson with the interception. Flags flying everywhere.
All the flags.
I want to see this replay and make sure she's okay. I want to see the replay and make sure that she was, hit as she went down. She's already up. She's already up. And, of course, Riri's right there. Rihanna Prather, one of my favorite players. Look at her, helping her. Here's the replay. Look at it.
Great interception. Oh, and that's
just good hustle.
Yeah.
That's just everybody hustling. There's no
malintent
intent there.
Flags need to be thrown, but no malintent.
And they can run the clock now because Boonsboro has one timeout left. And the Clarksburg faithful having some fun, which they should. They gave up a Friday night to be here. Jones Robinson with a pass. I'm surprised to see that.
I thought she was going to run
just run around until you're tired and then go down.
You haven't been doing that all day.
Yeah.
Just keep running.
As the clock now stopped with 1:44 to go. And Boonsboro will take a timeout. With 1:44 to go, I'm trying to do the math in my head. There's a couple coefficients, carry the 1, x plus or minus the square root of a plus b, the quadratic formula, and I think they might get the ball back with 3 seconds. As we get a good look at the huddle. Yeah, well, Coach Hartman giving them some inspiration. And I'm guessing that Clarksburg told Jones Robinson to hold on to the ball.
Be smart.
Yep.
Don't throw into pressure.
Yeah.
And just run it.
Yeah, just run it and score. Ooh, flag grab. Ooh.
Oh, they both got it.
Yep. Annabelle Fletcher grabs it along with good old McKenna Johnson, the freshman. Nice shot at Casey Bittner. Jones Robinson, they're going to rush 3 this time, maybe 4. And try and get Jones Robinson to throw the ball. As the clock now at the 1:09 mark, Boonsboro out of timeouts. And it's 3rd and goal. Quick pass, touchdown, ball game.
Great catch.
I don't know how.
Geary. Look at how excited she is.
Ella Geary. And it looks like Clarksburg is going to walk with it. And now they get the untimed point
that's
after.
a great added point.
Yeah. And a little throwing it up for grabs and knocked away. Incomplete. One of the Clarksburg players wants interference. Like, nah, you guys won.
Good try.
Yeah.
Good try.
There will be no interference called. There's the touchdown.
Great play. Look at that. So happy and excited.
The freshman. She's like taking her breath away. Look at her. She's like, oh my God. That's awesome. Look how happy she is. It is so great. I'm happy for her. Way to go, Ella. Ella Geary. And now they're going to retry the untimed play.
Oh.
Oh, little double reverse.
Ooh.
And Blower takes it in.
Some serious trickery.
That was a great play call, great play. That's a state championship type play.
Yes, yes.
That is a state championship type play. With 55 seconds left, 21-12.
Little double.
The hook and lateral. This is a great shot of it. We're so lucky to have great people in the truck. Boom, boom, and they are all like, oh, no, you didn't. And here we go. Boonsboro. Hartman back to pass. Throws to the center as she's getting her flag grab, and now it's grabbed by Riri. The pro. She's a pro's pro. Brianna Prather. She made an impact on this game. I know Jones Robinson's probably the player of the game, but
yes,
Brianna Prather made a difference in this game.
Defensively, she was everywhere.
Here's Hartman scrambling for her life. Goes back into her own end zone, and the flag is grabbed by Geary on the 2-inch line. They're going to not call it a safety, but for all intents and purposes, that is it. The clock is now at 4. We had an odd ending to the last game as Geary comes off. Congratulated. Look how happy she is.
Oh, touchdown and
Ella Geary, touchdown, and the game-ending sack, and there they go.
For a freshman, that's an amazing night.
That's not a bad night. Now go home and study for your SATs and make sure you have your chemistry homework finished. Canty, your thoughts on the level of competition that we saw tonight?
I am just extremely impressed with the level of play by everyone, the hustle, the intensity, and the play calls were, considering this is only the second year that flag football has been around, we had some great plays going on.
Great play calls.
Great football.
And then to piggyback on that, everything that the Ravens have done is unbelievable. I can't thank Adam Riddell and Shamar Gray enough for what they do. My guy Pedro, as we see the team shaking hands, that's the next thing I wanted to bring up. The sportsmanship.
Yes.
And the way they'll do whatever they can to beat you. But then they'll hand you your flag and say, good play. And there they go.
It's been, it's just been a great showing all around. Like, the Ravens have done a great job. The girls came and played, and it's been awesome.
Poe, the cheerleaders, the players.
Yeah.
Here's some of the great highlights of tonight's game. The 21-12 win by Clarksburg. the late interception that iced it. What a great occasion and a great season of Ravens Rise High School Football Showcase. For the ferocious Canty Bailey of Booker, Corrigan, reminding you, you only get one shot at today.